Pizza! Pizza! I can't do that. I'll get the I'll test.
Yes. Wesley Stump from Mission Viejo, California. Most of it I can thank my late father for. He brought myself and a couple of my childhood friends to this event called GT Live in 2004. That was the first and only time the JGTC cars came from Japan to the US to like do one round of competing, and they threw in this event called D1 Grand Prix. I absolutely fell in love with the drifting. You've probably seen the JDM option videos, and the announcers were all the Japanese guys, and they were just screaming. You know, they're just like, they were that enthusiastic, and in front of the speaker that was cutting out, it was in relation, like you can relate to like an EDM drop when it's like leading up to that drop, but it just keeps going. It blew my mind, and how much excitement that was had there. And like there was people crashing. You know, Ken Nomura went into the wall, and like I don't know, out loud to this day I remember saying, this is what I want to do with my life. And that was in like 04, 05. Yeah, to say the least. Definitely. Honestly, it was kind of by accident. My first car was a Toyota Cressida. I was so into drifting that I was drifting that, and as a lot of people know, Cressidas only come in automatic transmissions. So I blew the automatic transmission, and I was like, I don't want to fix this. I don't want a manual swap. So I got an S13. And since then, I've always had Nissans. Always had S13s and S14s. and now Z's. Yeah, I mean, I've been in the industry since high school, which was 04 to 08. I did a lot of automotive classes in high school, and I was kind of known as the car guy in high school. I mean, I've always worked kind of like the same shop for most of my professional career, and I really wanted to branch out and kind of be in business for myself and start my own shop. And that's kind of what I'm looking to do now, which, you know, we have this house in Mission Viejo, and we feel pretty rooted in this city, and I really want to branch out. I do love drift cars, but that'll kind of, that's, I'll do a little bit of drift car stuff, you know, for select people, or, you know, weekends by appointment only or something. I don't know. It was a short time frame from the tail end of, you know, last season. I think like literally Christmas weekend, I delivered the car to Big Duck Club. We had a deadline of, you know, first round of Hot Pit, which was the very end of February. Somehow those guys made it happen. The problem for me was I needed to paint the kit, mount the kit, wrap the car, and get it all like buttoned up before round one. I mean, no joke. Like I showed up to get the car, and molds were being pulled off the car literally within like a day. Mounted the kit, stayed till 1 a.m. at a buddy's shop, mounting the kit up, and then we got everything painted in 2 or 3 days from a body shop across the street from my work. So I was like on my lunch break, you know, picking up parts and mounting them on my lunch and staying after work. It was pretty hectic for me, but somehow we made it all happen, and the kit looks friggin' awesome. A lot of people like, you know, the original body of the Z. They're already pretty wide. It's a super wide, like 55 millimeter wide kit. It's got like this aggressive stance, but having this like kit, it also like, I don't know, when you're especially in drifting, everyone's running fiberglass kits. So when you're hitting, you know, fiberglass to fiberglass, everything is kind of just bending and popping back out. This kit, like, it's a little more reinforced than a normal fiberglass kit. It's like, I don't know, their special concoction they have for, you know, for fiberglass, but that thing just does not want to break. You know, I've hit probably 2 or 3 cars, and it's been like, oh, like the paint's gone. You know, it's like the paint leaves before the fiberglass. You know, I don't know, it blows my mind on how sturdy this thing is. I think that's like one of the best parts about it, is that you don't have to be continuously fixing for your fiberglass fenders or side skirts. I don't know, I think it all came together really well. Well, you know, one thing that I was when I was younger was a trumpet player. You know, I also was first chair trumpet, so I've always kind of had this trumpet thing going on. So it kind of made sense to keep the whole trumpet thing going.
That was great, dude.
Still hit the notes.
All right, guys, we're out here at Orange Show Speedway. We're going to talk to a few drivers, get their take on the track and how they approach it.
What's up, guys? I'm Elliot Brightslide. This is the start line at HOTPIT Autofest round 4 here at Orange Show Speedway. I'm going to give you my approach. So this year I'm a little down on power, back to NA, only like 400 or 500 horsepower. So I can't do a rolling burnout like I used to do, which I totally love. But basically I'm shifting out of first into second, leaving the box, into second, power down halfway through second, power shift into third, clutch kick to give it a nice feint and throw up the wall for that 2-motion initiation, little handbrake to kind of pick my spot if I need it, or if I can just float and back on throttle, hammer down, and basically just power on through the whole outer zone on the wall. Not running a ton of angle right now because I don't have the power like I did last year. Just trying to stay close to the wall and fluid to give a good line for the chase driver going into that really cool inner clip 1.
So we're out here, HOTPIT Autofest. This is the last part of the big bank. We come off the big bank, and it's just like everyone knows. We shoot towards the inner clip, transition hard into the outer zone 2, and send it all the way around.
What's up, party people? So
So we're leaving outer zone 2. We're coming across. We're trying to stay out wide as long as we can. And for me personally, I try to shoot about 5 to 6 feet before the zone, so you can get right here, be ready to go all the way around here. If you get a little bit too wide, you fall into the crevice, it sucks you up high. But we're gonna try to stay right in this line, have a good time, make it a top 16.
All right, dudes, we're sitting here with Matt Alexandre. You were new to Hot Pit. How you feeling about coming into this?
Feeling really good. It's a great event. Learning a lot with the car, learning a lot with the sport, program stuff.
You new to competition, right?
New to competition.
How many years have you been driving?
I've been driving for about 4.5 years of just fun driving.
This is your
having
first
fun
year
with my buddies,
competition?
and then first year competition.
Awesome. Glad to have you out. What year is your Corvette?
2003 C5 Corvette.
Awesome. And you're driving like an animal, loving
you.
it. You guys
Appreciate
are
it.
coming out and ripping.
Yes, sir.
So I think Matt Field vouched for you on
Matt
this.
Field vouched for
Yeah,
one
Matt
of
Field
my
called me
buddies,
up
yep.
and said, hey, gotta let this guy drive. He's a ripper.
Appreciate that, Matt, by the way, too.
Awesome. All right, dude.
All right, man.
Kick some butt today.
See you later, Jeff.
All right, guys, I'm standing here with the two cars that got in a pretty good wreck at the last round. This car, Pablo, you got it back together.
Yep, she's back to normal.
Yeah, the whole rear end's all pretty normal?
Oh, as good as we can get it.
Yeah, as good as we can get it.
But it's good.
Okay, and then now this guy over here, pretty young dude, Logan! You got a whole new car, bro!
Alright, new car, brand new shell, completely cut the cage out, redid the cage completely, still same dashboard, still same seats. Basically, motor, trans, differential, drive shaft, rear subframe and suspension are good.
All right, dudes, I found this guy, John Schaefer. You might not recognize him. He used to have a lot more hair last year. Anyways, he's not doing a full season this year. What's up with that?
I've just been focusing on other things in life, and my plans were to do round 1 and 4, but then we've had 2 engine failures, so we did round 2, and then the engine went again. So we're here at round 4. Maybe we'll do round 5, but we'll just take it one day at a time and see how everything goes.
So me and John got to have some laps the other day. Freaking love driving with you here. How you feel about the course?
I love it. Orange Show, I know I can come out wall to wall, do whatever I got to do. It's fun. It's close to home, so I don't have to do much. And honestly, I'd come here every day if I could. You know, like Rob says, just take it home. So
you got a new engine in the car. How's the car feeling?
Car's feeling good. It's we turned down the boost. It's all stock 5.3 right now. But honestly, it's better with the tires we have and everything. It's much more drivable, so we can just have fun, and it's a little bit cheaper on the wallet.
Yeah. All right, it's getting loud over here. John Schaefer kicks some ass today. Let's see how far it's making if he gets on the podium again. No, not that much. Woo. All right, dude, standing here with last year's champion, Dustin Farrell. How are you feeling here today, round 4?
I feel pretty good. It's been a little bit of a rough start, but we're getting all the laps in and time to take home the W.
Yeah, you were kicking ass in practice. The track's going well for you?
Yeah, trying to win practice like always.
Yeah, what tires you on?
Casinos,
Okay, can I ask you what average PSI you're running?
28, 30.
Okay, that's way up compared to like Formula D being down at like 10. So
Yeah.
these things grippy animals.
Well, it's not really the tire, it's the suspension. Like I can put any tire on it and have the same grip level. I
Yeah.
feel like.
Suspension style.
Oh, yeah, I got the suspension hook.
Nice. Anything different on the car this year from last year that's major?
It's got a quick change in it, and that's about it.
Okay, you got a quick change. What gear are you running here today?
542.
542. That's a pretty short ratio. So what's your mile an hour on the bank?
Like 98, 95.
Yeah. Okay. We're giving away a lot of secrets right here if you guys don't know. But for the other fans, you know, the drivers with the quick change, they can really dial their car in really good. And this dude's just ripping yesterday. So last year's champion, he's coming back up in points. Had a few.
All right. Welcome back, live stream. Welcome back. We're back with the top 16, round 4, HOTPIT Autofest. How you feeling, RJ?
Dude, these top 32 battles, they were very good. I think this has been perhaps the best top 32 that we've had all season.
One of the smoothest.
So, not only that, but I mean, this top 16 is going to be pretty freaking awesome.
This is a competitive top 16 right here.
Yeah, we're going to see some heat.
This is a
battles,
very,
some
very
super
competitive top 16.
Is that a UFO, bro?
It looks crazy. I'm not sure what that is. Sideways airplane.
Starting on the left side of John Stewart.
Yep.
Let's get everyone over to John.
All right, media, if you're on track, let's get over to that purple Corvette. We're going to start off on the left side of the track. Purple Corvette, all the way on the other side. Media, if you have a camera, get over there. I said if you have a camera, get over there. Other side of the track. We're going to announce these drivers. Media, everybody to the other side of the track, left side of the track. Stage, was it stage left? Stage right?
That's stage right.
That's stage right.
Yeah, it's very confusing, right?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
It's terrible.
Check, testing. Oh yeah, that sounds way better.
Media, let's get to that other side of the track. David.
We are doing a whole bunch of stuff that is absolutely amazing. So thank you all for tuning in. Thank you all for being here. We're about to have an exciting night. And for everybody in the live stream, we are about to present our top 16 in a few moments, but it is amazing. We have some new guys that have not been in the top 16 before, which is very exciting to see. It is going to throw for a few curveballs. We have some guys that you expected to see but are not here because of engine problems or car problems.
Or mistakes.
Or
Maybe
mistakes.
They made a mistake in their run.
Yep.
All right, so if the media is ready, if everybody's ready. All right, starting off your top 16 all the way to the left in that purple Corvette, Josh Stewart. You, sir? What? And then right next to him in the almost, it was supercharged, now naturally aspirated Mustang. He's still coming out here swinging though. Elliott Bright. All the way from Straya in the supercharged Corvette. There's a supercharger in the Corvette from down under. Luke Fink. From down under, RJ.
From down under.
All right, looking good in that race suit too next to him. Good to see him in the top 16, Mr. Aaron Velasquez. All right, and the LS Doctor, the Greek Doctor in the, man, that thing looks super sweet right now. Beautiful E46 is the Greek Doctor Margaritis Katsanidis. Sorry, we don't have Gary here today to do the Margaritis, but I got you. All right, and moving along. Man, that thing is beautiful too. The OG. Man, this guy comes out swinging every time. The consistency is insane. Give it up for Dustin Farrell. All right, the SoCal legend in the JDM Booger S14, Mr. Luke Pakula. That's right. Got the Pakula fans. All right, you guys all know him as the SoCal gatekeeper. If you can't get through Jason Kim, you can't get through Hot Pit. In the, well, I already said his name, but in the in the SoCal gatekeeper S13, Jason Kim. He's sponsored by a chicken company, I believe.
Bro, he's sponsored by restaurants. He's doing way better than us.
Restaurant. All right, and in the Z with the demonic eyes. Yo, that thing looks crazy coming down the bank, too. It stares you down. We got Mr. Wesley Stump. All right. And this guy, almost said his name there. This guy in the 350Z, man, it's good to see him in the top 16. And the car's looking real shiny and rainbowy from here. Ashton Redberg. It's tough to do by yourself, RJ. And, man, he almost made it with a full body kit this time. But I think yesterday his car got hit during practice. But man, John, this guy, he just can't make it with the bumper. We just want to see a bumper, Mr. John Schaefer. All right. And probably the youngest guy in the pack over here, but drives like a grown man. Well, he is a grown man, but, you know, he drives like a veteran. Mr. Jake Gonzalez. And like I said, in the monster of an S13, that thing does look pretty beastly. And it's got half the engine sticking out of the hood there. Mr. Pablo Cabrera. And like you said, he's got the coolest name on the grid. Got to ask his parents how this happened. It's not really sure, but it's really cool. His name is Blaze Potts. Is he your round 3 winner? That's your round 3 winner, I believe.
He's a round 2 winner.
Round 2 winner. And next to him, making his return. We haven't seen him in a little while, but he's coming out swinging. Sam Magmumi. And last but not least, back from the grave, built the car in 5 weeks after flipping it. One of the biggest crashes we've ever seen. But he's already in the top 16 in the new chassis, Mr. Logan Hunter.
Dude, what a top 16. This
That
is
will
going
round
to
up
be
top
fire.
16.
This is going to be an
Talent.
absolute fire
Stacked.
top 16.
It's stacked from left to right, RJ. Every single driver here.
Dude, the thing, if you really, really look at statistically at every single one of these guys, they are all freaking sick. They all have well-done cars, well-prepared cars. Their skills are all leveled around. They are. I am excited about this top 16.
Just listen to some of these battles. Luke Fink versus John Schaefer.
That right there alone,
Brother.
bro. Wait, so we have John Schaefer with an exhaust that is louder than your soul.
Brother.
And then you have Luke Fink with this 8-1.
And probably the 2 most aggressive drivers that we have in the pack. You know what I mean?
That should be like a finals battle. And
As
it's a
far
top
as-
16.
As far as how they treat their cars, I mean, it's almost like there's no regard.
Yep.
You know?
I'm excited for that battle.
And I mean, look at this one. Jake Gonzalez, Josh Stewart.
Dude, we have seen so much talent with these guys. Josh Stewart has really been proven over here that he is coming to stay.
And the progression from Jake Gonzalez, man. I mean, this kid's on his.
Yep.
Yeah, so real excited to see some of these battles. That's just a couple of them. I'm not gonna give up the whole thing. Keep some of the surprise for you guys. But I believe now we're gonna move on to the national anthem. The national anthem. Where's the flag? I always forget where the flag is. It used to be
Top
to our right.
right. It was
Still
in the
there.
top right.
It was to the right.
Yep.
I don't know. Your guess is as good as mine.
We are waiting right now, so we could do the top 16. Dude, what a day. What a great day it's been so far. And you know what? I love the fact that it's getting a little cooler. Actually, yesterday I had to bring down my sweater because it got that chilly.
Cars are gonna like it.
Yeah.
Cold bit.
Oh, yeah. I love it. So if anybody gets cold, you could go to the HOTPIT Autofest booth where we are selling some really cool windbreakers. That is, we get chilly.
I seen some pretty cool big drift energy stuff down there too.
Oh, yeah. Dude, we got some amazing vendors out there selling merch, selling skateboards, selling collectible
I
cars.
saw the Long Beach skateboard down there. I saw a Long Beach and a LA and a Compton skateboard. But
Oh,
I
yeah.
the Long Beach one.
Dude, and the whole show, I mean, literally from the east lot to the west lot and the south lot.
Oh, the
it
car
is
show is
packed.
insane. Yeah, the car show is insane.
Some of these cars that have come over here are ridiculous.
Yeah, the Boxer Boys came out in full effect. There's like 50 Subarus over there.
That's wild. Yep. There's a full row of Mustangs. No, wait, or Corvettes. Was it Corvettes
Yeah.
or Mustangs? I don't know. I forgot.
Something American.
But it was amazing, bro. It was all full of bald eagles and anger. You know?
All right. So I think we're coming to a point here where we know what we're doing.
What?
Uh-oh, I got stuck in this chair. Jesus.
Is there a camera right here?
All right, just stand by for a second. We're going to figure it out. We're professional, trust me. We do this all the time.
I just like
RJ, what's going on? We're professional, aren't we?
We are waiting for our drone operator to
Drone
change his
operator.
batteries real quick.
All right, so as we prepare for this national anthem, the flag is typically to the right. I'm not sure what we're going to do here. Oh, you know what? Jeff Jones has an American flag hat. Everybody just
Look at Jeff Jones.
raise your right hand over your heart and face Jeff Jones.
All right.
All right, so no drone. Jeff Jones is going to bring his American flag hat down there so you guys can face it.
It's going to be cool.
All right. This is what makes my job really hard.
all the waiting times that we just have to talk for no reason.
Yes.
Dude,
You're learning.
Now I understand what
Yes.
you and Gary have to do.
So it's difficult sometimes because, you know, RJ, when you have a big establishment like this and people expect things of you and you have to sound real professional and have things to talk about, sometimes you just don't. And right now I don't. But we're going to try, okay?
I mean, we could talk about the weather.
The weather
That is truly amazing.
The weather has been great. You know what? How about a couple weeks back when it was like 100, like consistently? That was pretty bad, wasn't it?
Dude, a few weeks back, I couldn't even breathe. There was so much
Yeah.
smoke.
Yeah,
It was so
I'm
crazy.
pretty sure I lost like 10 or 15 pounds because of it, and I'm pretty happy about that.
Good.
Yeah, sweated it out. Look at, there goes the American flag hat. You guys can face that.
Look at look at Elliot over there
Elliot
messing with the
camera
drone.
placement.
Up there? I don't think I'll
Hey, is that Luke? Is that Luke Fink? Look at that.
Look at the selfie. They're taking a selfie with the drone. Get some Aaron in there.
A New York,
That's actually a cool view.
dude, a New Yorker and an Aussie walk into a bar.
Elliot stealing the show with the drone shots.
Are you guys playing out of practice?
That's right. Hey, that's an album cover. Yo, screenshot that. Let's get that again. Yeah.
1, 2, 3,
Oh, he's
4,
doing hops. He can-
5.
he can hop. Let's get-
Oh,
oh, clap.
snap. He looks like a lizard.
We trained him to do that.
Oh,
Whoa.
100. Look.
All right, it's the Elliot halftime show.
Dang. I hope it's in the live stream right now.
It's fun. It's fun to be a professional drifter.
So you know what? A lot of people always ask me, what is the difference in between the drifting community and the, the time attack community or drag racing? We're just a whole bunch of partiers.
Yeah, you just don't.
That's what
you
it
don't
is.
typically see drag racing guys wheelbarrow push-upping in the pits. You know.
Yep.
All right, so I believe we're ready, right, Jeff?
You give us a thumbs up or down. He's a 2-8.
All right. You watching any new TV shows lately? You have any TV shows you've been watching?
You know what, bro? I'm ashamed to say this, but I just finished a. Oh wait, we're going live. All right, guys. So please, everybody, stand
There's
up.
the flag.
There you go.
All right, if you guys can stand up, please. Put your hand over your heart and face the flag. We will begin our national anthem.
Do I just start?
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last beaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
And give it up. Ringing in the top 16 for round 4, Hot Pit Autofest here at Orange Show Speedway in the beautiful San Bernardino, California. Let's go, RJ. Gentlemen, start your engines. I love saying that.
Oh my God! Miss Randella can sing so damn good.
That was great.
Woo! right, every single time we got to have her now, for sure. What do we got? Hey, we got this section.
The multitasking Hot Pit Autofest model comes out with her singing debut at round 4. Real good. Real good. This is good. This is good. Yeah, this is good. We're starting off real hot and heavy here. It's gonna be good battles. We can't lose. We can't lose. Look at the blaze spots burn out with somebody hanging on their car. Mr. Schaefer show the road. Give it up for the Hot Pit Top 16 drivers! Australia. That thing sounds so good. Sounds so good. Oh, and a nice little fireball. It sounds so good. 8-to-1, equal length headers. That whole deal is just amazing. It's just great. A little bit of aspiration. Always good.
Staff, our media, our cone runners, our merchandise booth associates,
Our sponsors.
our sponsors, which are extremely important.
We definitely want to give a shout out to our sponsors. We couldn't do it without them.
To WiseFab, which supplied arguably one of the best of the world suspension setups for drifting and actually road racing and rally, angle kits, camber arms, etc. BC Racing, as you said, you yourself have been running your same set for what,
it's almost been 10 years on the same set of coilovers, and I drift and daily the car.
They're amazing. Aeromotive supplying some of the best fueling parts in the business.
Optima batteries with the best batteries in the business, and I believe we gave a couple of those away.
Oh,
You're a music producer, aren't you?
I didn't know it was off. I did not know it was off. I am so sorry. I didn't. Somebody must have turned it off for
Hey,
me.
you know what? It happens. It happens. It happens.
Bro,
And thank you to Action Clutch. Thank you
Action
to
Clutch.
Big Duck Club.
Big Duck
RJ
Club.
is right next
Yes,
to
sir.
it.
That is one of my brands. The Prisma Lab, which you yourself were affiliated with them for a very long time.
I started the brand.
Yeah.
I still work with them.
Heck
here and there.
yeah, bro.
Yeah. It's my baby. Status Racing, thank you. Again, Link ECU, always coming through.
Yes,
and LADBX. What do we do without them?
Doing part of our live stream.
What do we do without them? And then we want to thank our tire sponsors as well. Zestino Tires, Valino Tires, and Vitor Tires. Thank you, guys.
Thank you very much for your support. Drifting in SoCal would not be the same without you guys. So thank you so much. And if you didn't hear me this whole time because I had my mic off, I am a dummy. Sorry about
Hey,
that.
you know what? It happens. We're professionals, like I said.
We're professionals.
We are professionals.
Yeah.
All right, looks like we got our first couple cars. I see Judge Schaefer lining up, so we just need Luke Fink.
I see Luke right now right under the tent. So they're almost ready and
so
set
they're
up.
there. Luke Fink's just hiding.
Yep.
Creeping.
So they're ready and there to set up. So we're about to go into our first battle.
All right, so first battle of the top 16. Drivers are ready.
I can't wait.
Let's see. Man, this is gonna be explosive.
It's one of these, I don't know, it's one of these top 16s that is so good because every battle is going to be really good. But it might also go really fast because they all drive so good.
And it just starts off so hardcore.
I'm going to be like crossing my fingers for a few one more times because it's going to be that good.
We're going to need it.
Yep. Let's see what our live stream is saying.
Tell you what, I'll hop in for a minute.
Go for
Let's
it.
figure out a few of these graphics for these drivers.
Let's do it.
All right. Luke Fink enters the stage. John Schaefer enters the stage. Two heavyweight beasts in the HOTPIT Autofest roster. Man, the fireballs coming out of Luke Fink's car are so sick.
Fireballs. What's up,
Fireballs.
bro? I finally made it. I was supposed to be announcing all day.
Yeah?
We had some issues. So
Roster.
Luke Fink.
This
I got
roster.
to follow Luke Fink yesterday.
Really? Is this pretty
We had a
quick?
bit of a collision.
Okay. How was that?
He, I say maybe he was going to spin. He says maybe I was trying to drive through him. But as we were coming off of zone 1, my brake line did come a little bit loose, so my foot went to the floor. And we both came to a stop over there. It was nice. But we were both able to fix our cars.
Sweet.
And, I was getting some practice laps with the boys. So it's cool that he comes all the way out from down under. And Mr.
down under.
Schaefer, this is going to be a great battle.
This is going to be a sick battle. I'm really, really actually looking forward to this. This is probably one of my most. I don't think I've been this happy to see a battle. I'm so just satisfied with this matchup.
This is an exciting battle right here for sure. And for you guys watching, this is our first battle in the top 16. The track has gripped up from yesterday driving during the day to driving at night.
Yeah,
Just think of it, it's going to be like a 5 PSI difference, if not more.
It even looked a little slick earlier in the day, and now, I mean,
it's going to be a different show right now.
Yeah.
These guys are probably going to increase speed significantly.
And you're thinking that's because of the temperature, right?
The temperature. When the temperature drops after a day of driving, the track just naturally grips up.
Stickies
So
up,
it's
yeah.
going to be a great thing right now.
Especially all the rubber we've been putting down with the top 32. All right, and here we go. It looks like we are going to send these drivers. We got Luke Fink in the lead position, John Schaefer in the chase. And this is going to be one of those battles where the chase driver just knows that he's going to be able to drive just about as hard as he wants to behind that lead driver because both of these guys charge so hard in the lead and the chase position.
So Schaefer's only done, this is his second round. He just
So-
put a new motor in that. He was out at round 3.
He was at
Had an
Irwin.
engine failure.
Yeah.
No, not at Irwindale. He was at round 2. Sorry, round 2. Kern County.
Okay.
Had his oil pressure dropped, so he bowed out. Here we go.
All right, so Luke Fink out front. Gosh, that car sounds so cool.
Oh, diving in.
Snappy dive from John Schaefer and Luke Fink real high on the bank. Lots of angle, good wheel speed, and listen to that thing scream. Fireball from Luke Fink. Oh my gosh, he must have tuned it. Filling that outer zone, and John Schaefer just drawing that line that Luke Fink is tracing for him. And another little fireball from Luke Fink, another one. Filling the outer zone perfectly. Gosh, and that car just sits. He just sets it and forgets it. Luke Fink with a clinic of a lead run. Fireballs left and right. John Schaefer using that lead run exactly kind of how he needed to. I mean, he pretty much had it on Luke Fink's door the entire time. Proximity was great. Angle was just about there. Luke Fink's going to have it cut out for him because that was pretty good from John Schaefer. Let's see what Luke Fink does in the chase position. And John Schaefer out front in that S14, Schaefer's Racing Oil S14. So I want to say that we're going to see a pretty similar chase from Luke Fink here. These guys are both very aggressive drivers, super confident behind the wheel, tons and tons of seat time for both of these guys. All right, we're going to switch it up. John Schaefer out front. I expect to see a nice, big, faint entry from Schaefer here. Here we go. And a nice, perfect dive in from Luke Fink, mimicking that mimicking the angle with proximity. Right through the smoke is Luke Fink and John Schaefer. Little e-brake into that outer zone, filling the zone perfectly. Lots of smoke. Good angle from John Schaefer and Luke Fink. Mirroring the line of John Schaefer. Schaefer rounding out that last outer zone, filling it quite nicely.
That was a heated battle right there.
That was a heated battle. I don't know how are they gonna.
That was.
I mean,
absolutely awesome.
That was just tit for tat. They were both a little textbook.
Love the dive in they both had on outer zone 1. They both really dove in. I think maybe Luke had a better dive and lasted the entirety of the zone. Yeah. And then coming down, I think Schaefer actually had a better follow through outer zone 2, whereas maybe Luke may have been a little bit off.
Yeah, Schaefer definitely had the proximity.
Luke may have not been all the way out in the zone, but there are so many things to see and so many things going on from our position.
So from our Luke Fink gets the win, apparently.
There it is.
Luke Fink gets the win.
I was just going to say, from our position, it's a shame we can't actually see the rest of the zone right
Yeah.
here. The judges got the good view. They can actually see everything.
Judges get to see it all.
We do actually have a little replay TV right here for the first time, so that's really cool.
Give it up for John Schaefer. Taking that in stride.
That would have been an absolute finals battle for sure.
Definitely. 100%.
Yeah.
I can't believe there was just a definitive winner that easily. So Luke Fink moving on to the grade 8. And Luke Fink kind of, pretty consistent placement here recently from Luke Fink. He's been doing pretty good. You would like to see that from somebody who travels so far.
Luke Fink is an absolute monster of a driver.
Monster.
He really just needs a good car that doesn't have issues. Not that that one has issues, but it's had like a few battery failures. It's it's not far off from a stock Vet. So it's
very
it's got an
recently
angle
was a-
kit. It's
very-
got a supercharger now. That was
very
a
recently
big
was a
difference.
stock Corvette,
Yeah.
you know.
Still got a radio in there, but that thing freaking moves.
It boogies, that's for sure. And he's definitely got something going with the tune there because he's throwing some fireballs lately.
Yeah, throwing fireballs for sure. Who we got right here?
So we got Jake Gonzalez and Josh Stewart. Jake Gonzalez in the S13. Is it one JZ, 2 JZ?
I think it's a 1
I think it's a 1 JZ. And Josh Stewart with a very different chassis and power plant.
Josh Stewart coming out from Vegas.
That's a pro spec car, right? Is that a pro spec car?
He's got 2 cars. I
Or is-
believe that's his demo car.
Okay.
They're both very similar. I think the pro spec car has got a little bit more rowdiness going on, but this is his demo car, I believe.
Okay. So looks like Josh Stewart's going to lead and Jake Gonzalez is going to follow. I wonder if there's a very significant power difference or if we're only looking at maybe like 100 horsepower or something like. Well, not that 100 horsepower isn't significant.
It's not just the horsepower difference. It's also horsepower delivery. The
Sure.
V8 is going to have so much low-end grit. It's just going to be able
There's
to
a lot more-
kind of be easier to drive.
Yeah, a lot more power band available. And Jake Gonzalez low on the bank trying to close the proximity with Josh Stewart. Josh Stewart transitioning into that second outer zone.
Takes out all of inner clip 1.
Jake Gonzalez relocating inner clip 1 for us. And look at Josh. Look at the angle from Josh Stewart. A fat flick into that third outer zone. Kind of shallow in the entry of the zone, but fills it out nicely towards the end. Jake Gonzalez actually with decent proximity despite the power difference.
Yeah, he was trying to keep up as best he could, right? He had to take a shallower line on the bank, and then coming off of the bank, he knew that he was losing him. So basically took a shortcut through outer zone or inner clip 1.
Yeah.
Took that all out. Shooting into outer zone 2, a little shallow into that. And then, yeah, you mentioned that Josh Stewart missed the beginning of outer zone 1. It's definitely tricky, the way the flow of this track is to get from the end of outer zone 2 into the end of outer zone 3, beginning of outer zone 3. It's tough to get into that.
I see some of the drivers look. It's usually when they're coming off of outer zone 2 with a lot of angle, they sort of cut themselves off and cut themselves short. and they're not. They don't allow themselves to swing into outer zone 3 like they'd like to, and they're sort of coming up just a tiny bit short, and then having to, e-brake or gas it into the middle of outer zone 3, and eventually round it off into the end.
It's a little bit of a difference of speed versus style. I think Josh took more of a speed run, versus a style run, and I think that's a little bit of also where the gap was established. Not that that's a bad thing, going fast through the track, but you can also do a little bit more left foot braking. You can make sure that you're aiming to be placed in all the right spots.
Sure.
Because switching it up, now if Jake can hit all of the marks, it'll really help him out.
That's an
now
advantage.
Jake is at a huge deficit with pretty much mowing out all those cones.
Yeah.
That's going to be hard to come back from. But let's see what they got.
So Jake Gonzalez, nice feint entry from Jake, and nice little dive from Josh as well. Oh, and contact from Josh. Sort of an aggressive dive there. Jake not phased. Makes it through that. Oh, almost makes it through that clip with no damage. Jake a little shallow on that second outer zone, but starts to fill it nicely towards the end. Jake, pretty much identical placement from Jake in that third outer zone as Josh Stewart in his lead position. And Josh Stewart, beautiful proximity. Could have maybe gave Jake a tiny bit more space so he can follow the line a little better.
I was just going to say, knowing that he had the advantage going into that run. He didn't have to go as wild, but I'm actually really glad that he did. Knew Jake was probably going to be a slower car.
Yeah.
I'm sure his spotter told him, hey, he mowed down all those cones.
Sure.
You probably got an easy advantage. But he didn't care.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm going to be here to dominate. Yeah. Stuck it to him on the door. Banged him his door a little bit on the zone 1, on the bank. But I'm really glad that Jake stayed in it the way he did.
Nice maturity there from Jake. Some driver maturity there. It didn't flop, didn't bobble, didn't even adjust his steering almost. Just kind of took the hit and kept going.
Good run. I think we know which way it's going to slide to. And definitely some dominance from Josh Stewart. He's driving pretty good tonight.
So let's make it official. The judge is probably going to call it the way we see it, I believe. And Josh Stewart gets the win. Josh Stewart gets the win. Moving on into the Grade 8. Look at the rollback from Jake. Get up for Jake Gonzalez. All right, so moving on to the next battle. Man, these are going to be good. We got Mr. Elliot Bright and Margaritas Katsanidis. Oh, fire action. Where was that? What was that? All right. So Mr. Elliot Bright and Mr. Margaritas Katsanidis, the LS Doctor. Completely different builds here. Elliot Bright with a mostly streetable style car. I mean, mostly OEM Mustang. It's got AC and, all the amenities, full interior. And then Margaritas Katsanidis in a fully built race car. So, pretty big difference in build here. Look at the fire. We got a fire cannon. Jeff Jones, there's a fire cannon.
Hey, there is a fire cannon. We've got Lockdown Performance in the house, and I believe he's sponsoring Mr. Margaritas and Mr. Elliot Bright.
So he sponsors both of these drivers.
Sponsors both of these drivers, and he's like, hey, dude, can I come and bring some flames? What do you got? I'm getting yelled at.
Go get yelled at.
It's rough to try to announce and then, put out a bunch of
Look
fires.
at you getting
while
yelled
literally,
at. Getting yelled
Mike
at.
is going to make fire.
You're getting yelled at in your own damn establishment. So Elliot Bright out front with the look at the fireballs. Elliot Bright nice and high later in the bank, and Margaritas Katsanidis closing in. Lots of smoke coming out of a Margariti's car. Both drivers don't quite hit that outer zone. Let's see if Elliott can get this outer zone 3. And nice transition into outer zone 3.
I love his transitions into it. He's really like not holding back. Sometimes he's got a few mistakes, but he's chucking that big Mustang into the outer zone.
He's got some style, man.
Love the aggression from him. He's been driving better and better. Last year to this year, that dude has stepped up 10 points for sure.
It's night and day.
Night and day. And Lockdown Performance throwing some fire literally into Zone 1 as they initiate into it. So looks like Elliott's taking a quick cool down. Loving the aggression. These two, Margarita's Pro Spec driver, the LS Doctor. He built his own motors. He built that engine. He actually built the motors in my demo car.
I didn't know he was the LS Doctor. I didn't know that.
LS Doctor. He's an engine builder. If you need to get an engine built, hit up Margarita's. He's building pro motors. Mine's been working for 2 years now. Pretty damn good on that one. Elliott Bright. Surprisingly, that car doesn't have as much as you would think it does.
It's
for being a
pretty
Mustang.
It's basically a street car. It's a mildly modified street car. Maybe
A little bit more than mild.
Angle.
Pretty good.
I mean, I would say a little bit more than mild when it was supercharged. He's back to NA, man. I mean, it's pretty stock.
Here we go.
All right, Margariti's out front. See if we get a fireball. Oh. But we do get lots of proximity from Margariti's, basically peeling the paint off the wall and smoking Elliott Bright out. Elliott straight through that touch and go. And missing the outer zone is Elliott Bright, but proximity's there. Look at the smoke pouring off of Margariti's car. Just about getting into that outer zone 3 is Margariti's and Elliott Bright right behind him.
I don't think that Elliott brought as much as we thought he was going to bring on that second run. His lead run was absolutely amazing. But when it came to switching it up, I think it was a little bit of a chase game.
Yeah.
Of course, you saw Elliott come off the bank, have that mistake, and then hitting the inner clip 1.
And then missing outer zone 2.
Missing outer zone 2. You got to wonder, is it the engine horsepower? Is it the weight of the cars? And there's the flamethrower in the background. A little bit late on the flamethrower.
All right. And officially, Margaritis gets the win. Margaritis Katsanidis gets the win.
I think there was a proximity gap, and then when you saw Elliott definitely didn't get fully into the zones, zone 2 and zone 3. You really want to see proximity, and you also want to see the chase driver on the same line as the lead driver. That's the goal.
Yeah. So how important is power to us? I mean, are we making it a big deal? Are we convincing Elliott to put the supercharger back on there? I mean, how big of a disadvantage is it to be sub 500 horsepower in Hot Pit Autofest?
It's a power to weight ratio thing. What it really is. And if these guys are, let's say 400 or 500 horsepower, but their cars are weighing 3,500 pounds, then that's going to really hurt them. If their cars are weighing in like 2,800, 2,900,
you're good to go.
Then they're probably good to go.
Okay.
So the guys that have the cars that are weighing 3,400, not really taking all the weight out, they're definitely going to need more of the horsepower.
Yeah.
Second to that, if you have more weight, it's going to kill your tires a lot faster as well. And these guys are all on a 300 tread wear tire.
And what's does every class is there classes of cars like in FD, or do we all run the same tire size?
So in Formula D, you've got the pros who are running the pro size tires, mostly a 295. There's guys running a 315. Myself on Kumo, I run in the 275s. Okay. So it's actually the smallest tire in FD.
Depends on the weight of your car in FD, right?
You have to be at a minimum weight to run a class of tire. So the guys that are running the 315, I think they got to weigh over 3,400 pounds or up to that. And then if you wanted to run the 275s, you could actually go as low as 2,800 pounds.
Wow.
But to get your car down
to
in weight,
pounds.
If you're rocking like an old school SR and a gutted, S13, it's not as hard. But you start putting the cage, all the safety equipment, a big V8, you're going to gain the weight.
Yeah.
It's going to be there. But Pro Spec is running a 255, 35, 18.
Okay.
So those guys are all on one tire. Here at Hot Pit, we decided we wanted to slow the field down so they can have some fun. So they're all on a 300 tread wear tire. So they're mostly all on about the same tire. So it's a very competitive field that really helps out. You can hear the two-step going on in the background. It's definitely got to be an interesting
two-step competition in the background.
There's a full two-step competition happening in the car show right now.
Right this second.
It's right off of Outer Zone 2. Yeah. So I'm sure these drivers are going to be going through there very curious. Like, is that my motor?
Yeah, exactly.
What's going on?
So Blaze Potts and Luke Pakula. These cars are very similar to me in style. Very similar style.
Yeah, you're an FC
styled
guy.
cars. Yes.
Yeah, Blaze Potts. I was definitely glad to see him come into it. Have an FC in here as being an FC guy myself as well. You know, he's coming from up north. And then Luke Pakula. We're getting yelled at again over here. Hopefully it's good towns. All the goods. Can hear the DJ in the background.
Yeah.
We've got so many things going on with this, and Clean Culture brought out a huge show.
All right, so Blaze Potts out front. Luke Pakula. Oh, wow, Blaze Potts taking off in that drag race.
A little bit of a gap. He's catching him.
Luke Pakula dives in nicely to save that proximity.
Luke Pakula actually higher on the bank.
But Blaze Potts just about getting that second outer zone.
It's interesting. It seems like Pakula is actually faster in the zones, but when they transition,
he slows down.
That's when Blaze is gaining a gap.
Yeah. So Luke Pakula transitions and then closes in, and then they transition again, build a little gap, and then he closes in.
Huge difference in the side bite of the car and how fast they can travel in drift. Upwards of 30 to 45 degrees from where they're at, but it seemed like when they were definitely transitioning, getting into 20 degrees, Pakula's car definitely had a good lunging effect where he was able to catch back up.
It's the wheelbase. FC wheelbase, just a little shorter than the S14 there.
Surprisingly, it's 95 inches, which is the same as a Corolla.
Same as a Corolla.
And the FD is also a 95-inch wheelbase. So imagine that.
Pretty small.
It's actually really small.
Pretty small.
I think Kyle's
What is it, F14
Miata
is
thing is a MX-5. I think it's 93.
Could
be lying.
S14 97?
Yeah.
97? So 2 inch.
No, I think a 13. I could be lying.
And then S14 is an inch longer, right?
Yeah, something like that.
All right.
Used to remember all this. Don't know anymore.
Yeah, I know, right?
Let's
Back
go,
when Sylvia was a thing, they used to pound this information into your face. So Luke Pakula out front and not doing as well on the bank as he did in the chase position, curiously.
He seemed a little uncomfortable on the bank, like his wheel speed was down and wasn't able to full throttle.
Both drivers missing that outer zone there.
Looks like Blaze has a little bit of understeer, but he's able to overcome it.
And just not quite hitting those zones. Blaze Potts not exactly following the line that Luke Pakula's laying down, but
you know, it's a funny thing. They're both killing it. We're just pointing out the differences of the small mistakes, right? They're doing absolutely a great job.
Strange lap to follow, but I believe Blaze Potts did what he could there to kind of stay within proximity.
Yeah, he was following where Pakula was going. Maybe Pakula's down on horsepower. We've definitely seen him take a much
Blaze
better
Potts
run
calling
before.
for a shout out. Give it up for Blaze Potts. Give a round of applause for Luke Pakula as well. All right, keep that energy up. Who thinks Blaze Potts got the win? What about Luke Pakula? I can't believe this battle's over already. We're going through these pretty quick. And the winner of this battle is Mr. Luke Pakula in the JDM Bugger S14. Gosh, very similar cars. They even have the same little striations on the hood in their livery.
You got to love how if you're just looking at this from, I would say, even an announcer's perspective, you're kind of seeing maybe something different from what the judges are seeing.
Yes.
I wouldn't say that I would have gone the different way with my call, but I definitely know when I'm sitting here announcing and talking with you, the attention is different from when you're judging. When you're judging,
totally
you are laser-eyed focused on mistakes,
Exactly.
on throttle input, on what the drivers are doing. You're not having a conversation.
And we take a little bit more of a spectator, you know, as far as how we're looking at it, because we're talking to each other and conversing. We turn and we look. You know, we're not laser focused like you said.
Yep.
You know? We're missing things here and there, so we get the nuance of it, but it's a little different than judging.
Yeah.
It's a
we're
slightly
even in a
different
room where we can barely hear these guys.
Yeah.
So we can hear them, but it's just kind of tough. But so, you know, knowing what their inputs are, hearing is one higher on throttle than the other? Are they keeping the throttle down? What's their impact?
Yeah.
Commitment, zone, all that makes a difference. This is definitely going to be a good battle right here. You okay there, buddy? Chris is getting excited with the sneezing. What is up with always sneezing 3 times? Dustin Farrow, last year's champion. This dude, absolute ripper. I got to drive with him a few times yesterday. That was a fun time. Let's go. Dustin Farrow out front. Nice big entry into outer zone 1. He's super committed up on the wall. Tons of smoke.
Did you see how close he was to the wall, Jeff?
Inner clip 1. Dude, just look at the confidence. And the confidence
Aaron
of
Velasquez
Aaron
doing great behind Dustin Farrell right now.
This is a great battle right here. Definitely excited.
Aaron Velasquez, RB Army throwing it in.
Dustin's doing all the right things. Aaron threw a little bit too much angle right there going into outer zone 3.
Just a little bit, but it looked cool. All right? It looked cool, Jeff.
Let me let you in on a secret, Chris. These dudes actually did a battle last night. They did a call-out battle where you bet $100 each to battle. And then I forget which one did it, but they're like, hey, you want to go 200? And they were both down. So these guys bet for $200 last night. And when we do that, we let the drivers pick the winner. And but they went out for their battle. Aaron led first, and Aaron did tap the wall. Damn near came to a straight. Luckily, he was able to save it and then continue the run. But they did have a call-out battle last night. So this is redemption for Aaron.
Wow.
Aaron's really hoping.
So Dustin Farrell got the win.
Dustin Farrell got the win.
So this is a grudge match.
Yeah, this is a grudge match. I'm really wondering if they bet on the backside of this.
I want to see Aaron.
Aaron said double or nothing.
I want to see Aaron's lead lap. I want to see Aaron throw down right now.
Yeah. He's wanting to win back the money. Here we go.
And Aaron Velasquez out front. Dustin Farrell, man. Oh my gosh, just sliding right in there. Oh no, and a little bobble there from Dustin. I'm not sure if that was because of where Aaron was.
It's a major mistake, but who is it on? Is it on Aaron or is it on Dustin?
I can't tell. And
Dustin's now trying to play a catch-up.
Aaron drawing a real nice line for Dustin to follow there.
Observing their cars, it definitely seems like Dustin's got more bite. He can definitely throttle up onto him. It seems like Aaron was like floating into the turns.
Yeah, so I'm not sure. I'm not saying that he did, but did Aaron leave outer zone 1 late? What caused that bobble from Dustin Farrell there? Give it up for Aaron Velasquez. What caused that bobble there?
What did cause that bobble?
Was that a little bit too much angle from Dustin? Was it?
I want to say from my perspective, I thought maybe Dustin was up close and it looked like Aaron was having a little bit of a float moment. Because he was floated into all the zones, so maybe he wasn't going as fast as Dustin was anticipating. And we'll see what the judges say. We've got it on the replay right now.
Yeah, quite a
you
big
see
stop.
Aaron initiate, but he doesn't come to really a lot of angle. It's very shallow angle. Dustin is chasing him down. He's feeling comfortable, but you see
so there was a
Aaron
little
does have a little bit of a bobble, and that may have thrown off Dustin. I mean, really, Aaron had a lot of mistakes going through that whole zone, and Dustin was doing a good job keeping up with it. And then after that bobble, Dustin's playing catch-up, right? And you can see him going into outer zone 3, trying to catch up to him. Aaron's floating into it. Love the reverse when they're doing that on the replay. Like, what's happening right now? Reverse drifting, bro. If we need for speed points.
Right?
It's so hard to call.
So, yeah, I can't. I mean, definitely the bobble from Dustin Farrell was because of what Aaron was doing. But I don't know if that's, was that Dustin's fault for being too close? Does he give him a couple more feet so that he has space to transition? I'm not real sure. I'm not a judge.
This is
all I know is it was a good battle. It was a good battle.
This is definitely one that they're going to evaluate. You see that little bump right there? They may want to see, did Dustin hit Aaron, cause him to make that bobble, or was that just Aaron having that trouble? And then what happens here? You can see that Aaron hits Dustin. His car is coming out of angle. Actually, a very similar thing to what happened with me and Luke last night. We were right there in that pocket. It's an area where you're both coming off of the bank, and as the chase driver, you're literally staring at the lead driver's hands.
You're waiting.
And
you're just waiting for that cue.
You're waiting for that cue for them to come down, and some of them angle up more, some of them straighten up faster. So you're really, following the other driver, seeing where they're going to take you.
And it looked like Aaron was going to transition, and so Dustin Farrell goes to do it with him, and then Aaron kind of bobbles, and Dustin maybe questions that. Maybe it's almost like he's like, "Are we transitioning yet, or are we not?" He kind of did a little hat trick there.
Yep. And this is where it sucks to be a judge. Some of this stuff's easy. Now, right here, this is definitely a tough call to decide whose mistake this was. Now, in the chat, who do you think got it? Whose mistake do you think it was?
Yeah, is it Aaron's fault for maybe doing a bobble, or is it Dustin's fault for being too close and not allowing, giving himself the space to transition? It's I don't know. I'm not sure what's more important.
So I'll tell you, it's not a decel zone in that area. We're expecting drivers to be full throttle off the bank into inner clip 1. The only 2 decel areas we have is going into outer zone 2 and into outer zone 3.
So,
okay, looks like they're going one more time.
Oh, nice. Let's do this one more time. Perfect, because that was real hard to figure out.
That was definitely going to be a hard one. Either way, would have been right and wrong at the same time.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, so I'm glad we get to see that one again. Hopefully, we get a cleaner battle and a definitive winner. But moving on, we're going to have Wesley Stump and Sam Magmumi. This is going to be a bit of a struggle, I believe, for Wesley Stump due to the power difference. Not that the car is super slow, but Sam Magmumi's just got a lot more power. So, David and Goliath right here with Wesley Stump versus Sam Magmumi. David and Goliath as far as the power plants go. Both drivers, great drivers.
Sam Magumi, that car looks pretty fast.
It's
right?
quick.
That's his Pro Spec car too, right?
Yeah, that car's
and
fast.
So Wesley Stump, I think he's got an uphill battle for himself on
Yeah.
this one right now, but Wesley's been looking really good.
Yeah, he's a great driver. I think he's got it in him to do it. It's just going to be one of those battles that's a little tougher, Odds are stacked against him just ever so slightly.
I definitely want to say, watching these guys in practice, I think Wesley, he's got good momentum, good consistency, and then Sam's got a lot of diving in. He's got a lot of car. So we'll see if the mistakes outweigh the consistency of it. Because I know Wesley doesn't have all the car, but he's going to have a nice, consistent drive.
Yeah. And Sam's more of a dynamic driver. He's, one lap he's super,
Oh, we got some issues right here.
One lap we'll have a tame lap from Sam, and then the next lap we'll have a John Schaefer lap from Sam. So Sam Magmumi doing a real good job of just following Wesley Stump through the track.
He's really just following him wherever he goes.
He's just following
Wesley
him.
had that major bobble going into outer zone 1. And now, announcer's curse, as they always say.
Yeah.
I said that he was just going to have this nice, consistent, flowy run. Totally messed him up. He's over here fighting some type of gremlins in the car.
Yeah. So Sam running out of space there through that transition area, had to kind of throw it a little wide to stay behind Wesley without wrapping around him. This next lap should be a little less strange because instead of Sam having to hold it back behind Stump, he's just going to probably take off in front of him.
Yeah, I'm hoping the gremlins go away for Wesley and he can charge in.
So I wasn't paying too much attention. What did it seem like? Does it seem like his car's down on power?
I wasn't sure if it's as he was going into zone 1, maybe he was adjusting his mirrors, changing the radio station. There was definitely just a hiccup, and he couldn't just come to a complete initiation. Good on Sam to just go with it and initiate right with him and get right back into the pocket.
Sam could just let it ride. Just go out there and throw a lap down.
He's got the car to do it. You can see Wesley taking the little jump on it to keep up.
Yeah. And Wesley could close the proximity and win this battle. He just got to stay in the pocket. And Sam trying to get away from him, but Wesley closing the proximity. He's reeling him in just a little, and Sam.
Yep.
There you go.
That's what I was afraid of. Sam's got all the cars. Sam's got a full Pro Spec car. Yeah. Wesley is doing a good job trying to keep up, but he is fighting an uphill battle.
So
I think his car's down on power or something.
Magmumi able to just press the gas and get out of there. Not a whole lot Wesley could do in that position.
I do believe that Wesley Stump's headlights change colors mid-run.
I just saw that.
And you got to wonder if that's part of the gremlins.
Yeah, I think they're supposed to be red. One
was red earlier.
All right, give it up for Wesley Stump and Sam Magmumi. All right. Middle way through the right side of the top 16 bracket. And I believe we have a winner. And your winner is Sam Magmumi, moving into the grade 8. That's got to feel good for Sam. It's been a while since he came out here and threw down a real nice event without some controversy, because I know he's not like some of the calls that we've had here.
Yeah, that actually reminded me of a bad call. Not a bad call, but a bad time with Brandon Wicknick at round 1 last year.
Oh, when we had like 7 one more times?
Well, no, Brandon his engine like almost came to a stall off the line.
Yeah.
And so Sam didn't know if they were going to continue going, and then Brandon continued. His car came back alive, and then he continued going. So Sam had actually got gapped, but he was able to catch back up to him. So it's a very similar issue, and I think Sam learned from his mistakes in the past and was able to just get on his door. And, that's one thing about a seasoned driver. Sam's been driving for a while, different cars with different people, driving at like Apple Valley Speedway, Willow Springs with us, Formula D, Pro Spec. So he's definitely got a lot of laps under his belt and was able to take care of what he needed to right there to get the win.
So the seat time showing. Seat time is showing.
Yep.
All right, I see Pablo Cabrera. That means that we must have Jason Kim in the house as well.
Pablo Cabrera, if you guys don't know about his car, took a huge hit from Logan Hunter. Pablo spinning out at the last round, and Logan coming through the smoke didn't see that Pablo had spun.
Full pull, too.
Just poor Logan Hunter comes through the smoke, slams into the back of Pablo's car, sends Logan's car airborne.
I mean, he did a kickflip.
Airborne kickflip.
Yeah.
With his S14.
He kickflipped the car at Irwindale.
Logan had to fully rebuild the whole car to be prepared for this in 2 months.
And Pablo had to build half of one, huh?
Pablo had to rebuild the whole back half of his car. So one good thing about drift cars, for the most part, they're usually pretty fixable. A lot of these panels come right off. They're easily replaceable. Jason Kim has entered the chat.
So Jason Kim in a much different car. It's still the OEM metal in the back there. Still got the stock bumper mount. He's got just like a factory style bash bar.
It's probably definitely one of the closest to JDM cars we got.
Yeah.
It's just normal old school styling, nothing crazy. It's S13 with that S15 front end, rocking the one headlight because I'm sure they're expensive to get. Right? I know that pain.
And an SR20, right?
I honestly don't know what's in that thing.
He's got an SR20 in there. It's probably something a little spicier than that.
I wonder if he's still got the chicken.
I don't know. I don't see the sticker, but Jason Kim is out front. And his car's not as slow as you would think. Just, judging by how it looks like a street car, but it's pretty quick.
Crushing it on that wall.
Nice proximity from Pablo Cabrera.
They both miss outer zone or inner clip one.
Both miss the inner clip, and they don't quite hit the outer zone as either. Jason Kim pretty shallow through that outer zone. Let's see if he can knock it into outer zone 3. Pretty deep. There we go, Jason Kim and Pablo Cabrera with the proximity. So decent lead run from Jason Kim.
Decent run on both sides.
And a really nice chase run from Pablo Cabrera as well.
I definitely liked, like you said, Jason Kim's car looked really fast. You would expect that Pablo's got the V8 turbocharged, all the horsepower, but Jason's able to put all the power down to the ground.
Yeah.
And he's like able to confidently just chuck it in and run the whole course. Pablo seemed like he was having some difficulties laying the power down and being able to get on his door. So it'll be interesting to see the difference of what's going to happen here, because I'm pretty sure Pablo's got more power, but I think
Can
Jason
we put it to the floor?
As we all know, is the gatekeeper of Top Drift.
Yeah.
He's been kicking butt for quite a long time. So this is another seasoned driver who knows how to lay down the power and put it to it.
And
Let's see how he
really
does in the chase right now.
really, Jason Kim only needs a mile setup like that. He can take out quite a lot of people. So Pablo Cabrera out front in the clearly faster car now, as you can see. But Jason Kim not letting up, and the proximity is there for Jason Kim. Actually doing a little better than Pablo.
Yeah, having some trouble with the suspension coming off the bank. You can see it really kind of unsettle the car. Also, not a lot of wheel speed from Jason Kim.
No.
Not a lot of smoke, but also at the same time, that allows him to get a lot more grip coming into it. So he's able to keep up.
He's keeping up, but he's not hitting the outer zones like we want.
Yeah, he's having to chop the course. Definitely missed all of outer zone 3.
Yeah. Yeah, so Jason Kim without missing that outer zone there,
Yeah, but what I think is like it's not nowhere near as much car as what Pablo's got.
Yeah.
So it really shows you like a seasoned driver again.
Sure.
Being able to use all the tools and make it happen.
Yeah.
And again, as we talk about this course and the zones that they're missing, this is not an easy track.
No.
This is not your like pro-am track where you're riding walls and hitting all these marks. It's dark out here. These guys are doing a fantastic job
and
placing it in there.
With the lunchtime break and the temperature difference, it's almost like we're driving two different tracks from the
really
beginning
is.
of the day to the end of the day.
if I were driving from earlier in the day to right now, I would easily expect to possibly go up 2 psi.
Yeah. Yeah, adjustments
And
were made.
You think that that's a lot, right? Someone rocking like 30 psi might be like 2 psi. What's the difference? No, a lot of times you'll be at like 8 psi to 12 psi, maybe 15. You know.
Yeah.
There's maybe pro style. Maybe it's a little different.
2 psi is a good 10%.
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
a good 10% difference. So Pablo Cabrera gets the win. Jason Kim not able to secure the gatekeep on Pablo Cabrera.
Jason Kim was
Put that special move back in the back pocket for next time.
On the podium at the last round.
That's right.
So Pablo knocking down one of our podium drivers from the last round. He's got to be feeling pretty good about it.
And moving into the grade 8. I'm not sure how many top 8s Pablo has been in, but he's been in plenty of top 16s.
He's definitely a good driver. He's definitely been around for
forever.
Pablo, I'm trying to think of when I've met him. I at least met him more 5 years ago.
I think
more than 5 years ago.
I don't remember the first time I saw him drive, but it was a while ago.
And yeah, he's been in the scene. He built that car himself. That car is really nice. If you go take a look underneath of it.
Oh yeah, you could tell from up here. Okay, so revisit from the Dustin Farrell Aaron Velasquez battle. This is a grudge match. So this is their third time doing battle so far. Last night they did a grudge, a call out $200 grudge match. They just went in the top 16, and now they're doing a one more time. So third battle for the for Dustin Farrell and Aaron Velasquez.
I'm really excited for this one. I'm hoping that Aaron learned from his mistakes, maybe changed some air pressure around, is ready to hit it.
You know what I like about this one? This is a Jay-Z RB battle.
Yeah, it is.
This is a Jay-Z versus RB battle. So Aaron Velasquez holding it down for RB Army in that S14, and Dustin Farrell in the S15. Is that an S15 or is that S14.5?
Bro, it's so hard to tell nowadays,
I
right?
just can't tell.
Yeah, it's whatever it wants to identify as.
I think it identifies as an S15, but Dustin Farrell out front. It's an S14. Aaron Velasquez tossing it in. Dustin Farrell, let's see him ride this wall. I know he's going to do it.
Beautifully
Yes, he
riding
does.
that wall. Holy smokes.
Every single time, it's like he's got a magnet on the back of that car. Dustin Farrell doing a real good job of mimicking almost identical line from Dustin Farrell. We do need to see some proximity from Aaron Velasquez, but doing great back there. And Dustin Farrell so consistently puts it in that spot in outer zone 3. Jeez, Dustin Farrell.
Dustin Farrell's run was absolute freaking monster. I don't think he initiated as high on the bank on initiation as he did in this first run, but the rest of the run was insane.
He definitely got
hit
it up
all
there.
the marks. I want to say that maybe Aaron did air up, but he was able to hit his marks better, but he lost proximity.
Yes.
Right? It was a sacrifice on losing the proximity but running a better run.
It was a smoother line from Aaron this time, though.
Yep.
He was a little farther back, but it was a very smooth chase, and he mimicked perfectly the line of Dustin Farrell.
Yeah, playing with the balance of the car. So hopefully he'll have a much better lead run right now.
Yeah, so we're going to see Aaron coming out in the lead position. And I know, knowing him and the kind of guy he is, he's got to be pumped right now, juicing himself up, ready to throw down, trying to throw down one of his best runs right now. He's going to try to take home the dub.
I love how excited Aaron gets.
Aaron Velasquez,
I guarantee you he is pumped
The
right
energy
now.
in Aaron Velasquez's
Yep.
car is probably to the moon right now. So Aaron Velasquez out front. We're going to see a nice flick, I'm sure. There it is. And Dustin Farrell diving in. There's my cue, says Dustin Farrell. Aaron Velasquez not as high on the bank, but doing a great job nonetheless. Just tapping
the same
that.
mistake from Dustin on that inner clip, but
Dustin not hitting that second outer zone as well as Aaron Velasquez, but the proximity's there. We're going to see what the judges think about that. Aaron Velasquez just about hitting that third outer zone. Dustin Farrell with really good proximity, mimicking the angle of Aaron Velasquez.
Definitely a better lead run from Aaron
Definitely.
from his last one.
So Aaron looking like he's trying to clean it up there just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
Almost made a little bit more modest, tiny bit more modest of a run from Aaron, but it was way cleaner. And he did hit that second outer zone a lot better than Dustin did on the chase. So
Speaking of cleaner, these might be two of the best looking cars out here.
Oh, yeah.
These things are super clean. If you get up close to Aaron's car, that paint job on that thing
It's
is
so nice.
Is super nice. And then
Dustin Farrell's car, I mean, come on, it speaks for itself.
Love that red.
That's one of the
candy
most
apple
JDM
red
looking
something.
things out here.
Yeah.
All right,
and
so
then either one of these guys could have entered in the two-step.
for sure, or the car show. Give it up for Aaron Velasquez and Dustin Farrell. think we're going to have a winner.
Yeah, I think we got a winner on this one for sure.
I think we're going to have a
I did
winner.
notice Dustin had a little bit of the same mistake coming off of the bank. Maybe it's just the hesitant, something
Some
going on there, what
bobbles,
he's seen.
Just some bobbles, little
Some
tiny
bobbles.
bobbles.
You can see right now watching the replay, Aaron going into zone 3. Maybe he should have stayed on throttle a little bit later. Maybe he was not sure about the distance going into it.
Not super
And
deep in the beginning of the
I
zone,
definitely
huh?
know that Dustin's got more laps here, so maybe he's got a little more confidence.
Yeah, this is going to be a hard one to judge, and I'm glad that I don't have to do it.
Yep. And you know, when the judges are watching replays, there's something that they caught that
Yeah.
probably we didn't catch. They're watching replays right now of going into interclip 1,
Man.
coming across.
What a couple of beautiful runs there from Aaron Velasquez and Dustin Farrell. Jeez. Top level driving here from these guys at HOTPIT Autofest.
These guys are stepping it up for sure.
I mean, dude. Who needs grid life? You know, you just come down to HOTPIT Autofest and watch these guys get down.
Yeah, in the local San Bernardino Inland Empire. Love this little track, dude. We've been coming to this track for 20 years. It's crazy to say that. We've been drifting that long. But this track is just absolutely beautiful. These guys really like driving it. The intimate setting of being able to get on each other's door and
we
just have
love
fun.
we love being able to come out to Orange Show Speedway. All right, these guys are waiting. Flag girl's curious. All right, do we have an answer?
Shout out
I
to
don't know.
Fujinami
Who
Model
do you-
Lounge.
I'm going to ask you, who do you think won this one?
Woo! You know what?
It's
Again,
so hard.
This is where you would maybe, my opinion, outside just glance, I wanted to say Dustin. I would have said
personally,
Dustin.
I love a Dustin Farrell
But
win.
look at this huge mistake.
I love
look
a
at
Dustin.
that huge mistake. Look at the right here on the
Just
replays.
bobbles. I see it.
This huge bobble.
Like I said, I love a Dustin Farrell win, but man, it'd be great
Watch
to
his
see
left
Aaron
front
Velasquez
tire.
in the finals, or at least the top.
Comes
you know?
to a little bit of a straighten, a little bit of a reinitiation, but does that small straighten?
Well, he completely
outweigh
misses
the difference?
the outer zone.
Yep.
And Aaron Velasquez gets the win. I get what I asked for. Aaron Velasquez gets the win, and Dustin
I
Farrell
wonder if he
just
gets his money back. Did they do double or nothing or triple or nothing?
just the smallest mistake from Dustin Farrell, and Aaron Velasquez squeaks out the win.
Good job, Aaron.
And Aaron,
See,
he did what he needed to do in those runs. Like I said, the last two runs from Aaron in his lead and his chase were just 10 times smoother than the first
Yeah,
ones.
they definitely were. I really think he learned from whatever his mistakes were and cleaned them up. And then it was interesting to see that Dustin had the same mistake behind him.
Exactly.
So when you look back at the first run, was Dustin's
Do you
mistake
blame-
because
do
of
you blame
Aaron?
Aaron?
Was
Yeah.
the one more time justified, or Dustin just did
Or
that?
was he doing? Yeah.
It's hard to say. It's
Well,
a judge
that's-
sport.
And that's why we do it one more time. Now we have our definitive answer.
Definitive answer. Nice, clean battle.
Tonight, Aaron Velasquez was slightly more consistent.
Yep.
Which is crazy to say because, I mean, Dustin Farrell is literally the most consistent guy on the grid.
So here's the guy I was talking about, Logan Hunter. That S14 is a brand new whip. I like
5-week build after after kick flipping an identical car at Irwindale. He throws that together in 5 weeks with his dad to come to HOTPIT Autofest, and he's making it pretty far. He might steal the show.
He told me they bought that car with a cage in it, but after looking at it when they got it home, he wasn't
They had to
happy
redo
with
the
the cage.
cage.
So he literally cut the whole cage out,
Oh.
redid it. That thing is a top-notch car
Dedication.
for sure. Yeah.
Dedication.
Dedication for sure. His whole team, his dad's out here, family's out here. Logan's a young dude. I believe he's 18 or is he younger?
I didn't know
He's
he
a
was
young
that
dude.
young.
Yeah.
Wow.
Young kid.
Oh, we got the fire back.
Family. Dad's a stunt driver.
Oh, there it is. It's in the blood.
It's in the blood.
And then we have Ashton Redberg.
Ashton Redberg,
The
up from
350Z.
NorCal.
NorCal guy.
Yep.
What's in that 350Z? We just got a VQ?
I think we're V8ing.
Is it a V8? Oh, it is a
I think
V8.
we're all the V8s.
Double V8.
Double
So
V8
Ashton
stuff.
Redberg, nice flick into that fireball. And high and tight is, a little bit of contact from Logan Hunter, but surprisingly keeps it together. And that's something you expect to see from a lot older and more seasoned of a driver. I would have
run.
slammed into that wall.
Dude is young and aggressive, and I absolutely love it. And Ashton is throwing down a hell of a
and
lead run right
look
now.
at that dive in as well. So confident behind Ashton Redberg. is Logan Hunter. Give it up for Ashton Redberg and Logan Hunter.
That dive in on
was
the
crazy.
first zone, absolutely beautiful. A little bit of bobbles afterwards, but love the aggression to come into it and dive into it like that. Hopefully we can get a replay of that.
Yeah,
That was
we'll take
absolutely
that
great.
any day. I
And
mean,
then Ashton, dude, hitting the zones, hitting his marks where he needed to hit.
Ashton's placing that thing where he's just setting it and forgetting it.
Ashton's been driving
placing that
for
thing
several
where it
years
needs to be.
now as well in this 350Z. I've seen this dude absolutely rip it. There's a countdown somewhere in the background.
Yeah,
It might be
thought
someone's birthday.
Thought something was gonna happen. All right, we're flipping it. Logan Hunter in the lead position, and here they go. Ashton Redberg. I was gonna say play catch up, but never mind. He's right there with him. And ooh, a nice little surge in from Ashton. Says I could do that too. Logan Hunter, nice and high and tight on the wall. Good transition into inner clip one. Ashton Redberg doing a little bit better of a job getting into that outer zone. But Logan cleaning it up. And throwing it very nicely in outer zone 3 is Logan Hunter. Ashton Redberg with proximity on the door of Logan Hunter.
Wow, great run. Absolutely
run.
love it. I think
everybody's killing
Ashton's spotter was like, hey, boy, you're going to have to step it up. And, you know,
that was.
Dude, I honestly, in my opinion, I feel like Ashton really followed Logan where he needed to put the car, right? Logan was doing a great job out front. Ashton was following him, knowing that, hey, he's going to throw it in the zone. I got to make sure that what I can do is also throw it in the zone with proximity, because Logan was with him but didn't have the line into the zone, right?
And I'm going to say that was one of the best battles I've seen from Ashton Redberg. Like he did pretty well.
your
The
highlight?
lead and the chase. Yeah, I think Ashton did super good that battle.
Yeah, these guys are definitely stepping it up right now. Good battle by both of them. This is going to be good. They're both going to be
I'd hate to be a judge.
Look at
Oh, and
that.
Ashton Redberg gets the win. I called it.
Yep.
Man, he's just. I'm telling you, that was probably one of the best battles I've seen him do in HOTPIT Autofest.
Good job on Ashton. I really think it probably came down to him with the proximity in the zones versus Logan's proximity didn't have his back tires in the same zone, so his line wasn't the same. He did have that awesome dive, but the commitment fell off a little bit coming off of zone
I
one.
also think the little bit of contact on the bank and the bobble because of it, the judges might have docked him pretty hard there.
Definitely some good runs. These guys are getting heated up now that we are getting through this night.
So
anything that stood out for you for top 32?
For the top 32.
Yeah. I was running speakers and jumping off of things and yelling at people. It was great.
You know,
I missed the whole thing.
The only thing I will say is Jake Gonzalez took out Anton Rykov, and that's one of the more memorable battles for me for the top 32, because Anton Rykov's car, I've never seen it look. I mean, that thing is just. I don't know what they did to it. They must have. I don't know. They must have tuned it. They must have been practicing. But he looked so good today. I thought we'd be seeing him a lot later in the evening, but taken out by Jake Gonzalez early.
Here we go. Corvette battle.
We do have a Corvette battle. So we're already moving in. We're already moving into the Grade 8. This is the first battle of the Grade 8. Luke Fink versus Josh Stewart.
Josh Stewart.
Double
Stewart
Corvette
family.
action. So are they in the same car? Man, the same exact car, huh?
This should be a fairly even battle. Uh-oh. We've got issues down under. Luke's pulling off the track. We may
not
have a
sure.
little stall out on that one. He's probably going to have to call his 5.
So possibly a competition timeout from Luke Fink.
I do know he was having belt issues yesterday. So hopefully whatever it is a quick fix. Hopefully it's not his belt. Supercharger belts. Listen, man, superchargers are cool.
I remember somebody having supercharger belt issues before.
Superchargers are cool, but man, those belts, bro.
I remember that. When was that? That was a good half
whole
a decade ago, huh?
First, second, third year of having a supercharger. Just you got to make sure that thing's lined up.
I
working
clearly
right.
remember you having. Man,
let's not talk about.
Yeah,
all
let's
that.
not. There's some sore. Man, some. That damn belt, huh?
Yep. Yeah, that damn belt. I used to run a single belt on through the entire accessory and supercharger. One belt running everything. So when that belt would come off, I would lose power steering, alternator.
I remember
water
that.
pump, everything was gone. So basically it was the power steering. You're in drift, power steering goes away. Man, you're just going wherever the car was pointed. It's very tough. I've got a different setup now. I got a head-up supercharger, and I'm using 2 belts. It's a basic like LSA style setup. Man, you guys know, in drifting, keep it simple. Keep your car on the track.
Yep.
It sucks sometimes when, like Luke's Corvette, looking under there, it's got to be hard for him to put hands in there to even work on the thing. It's a very tight setup. So this is going to be an absolute kick-butt battle right here.
Oh, yeah.
Luke Pacula, Margaritas Cantanitas.
Oh, yeah. These cars are ready to battle. Both these cars been kicking butt all day. Margaritas is like coming into his own here. I feel like he's always been great, but lately he's just been a force to be reckoned with.
I love Luke Pacula's Instagram, JDM Booger.
JDM Booger.
Like, it's funny when you make an Instagram name because you're stuck with whatever it was when you made it. You can go full professional.
Yeah, I've had my Instagram name for 14 years.
I made mine pretty easy.
What is it, Jeff Jones Racing? Yeah.
Didn't try very hard. Yeah. I was like, how can I make this very easy across all platforms?
So Luke Pacula out front. He's had that car for a while too, huh?
That is a beautiful
He's had that thing
too.
forever.
These are 2 very good cars.
And these guys are just both
flames out.
Both into their like they put attention. There's attention to detail in these cars, is what it is.
Yeah, both these cars super clean, well built.
Whoa! Huge angle from Luke Pacula and holding it together and hitting the zones while maintaining angle is Luke Pacula. Margariti says, "Oh, hold on a minute. I'll be there in a second." And big old fireball from Margaritas, and Luke Pacula just drawing the line through those zones.
Margarita's on his
Look
door
at
at
the
the exit.
door action.
I think Luke Pacula saved his angle for outer zone 2. Outer zone 1, he was a little shallow it, right? And then chucked it hard into zone 2.
Real hard. Past that clip, too. I mean, he was full lock past the clip into lock into the second zone. Luke Pacula. Okay, I was thinking maybe we had an issue there.
Luke Pacula used to run in Formula Drift. His old Corolla.
Yep. I remember that.
Definitely a seasoned driver. He took some time off.
Yeah, he
back in now.
kind of took a hiatus for a while.
A hiatus,
and now he's back at HOTPIT Autofest.
You got to recoup the bucks that you spend. Yeah. A really badass Corolla. And I wonder which one he likes more.
Speaking of Corollas, did you see that Alibaba is selling Corollas now?
No way.
You can buy a full A86 metal chassis replica for $9,000 on Alibaba.
We should. What? Wow. Here we go.
All right, so Margaritas Katsanidis out front. Luke Pacula diving in behind him. Whoa!
JDM Bugger dragging the wall behind him.
Both drivers dragging the wall. And Luke Pacula just sweeping right behind Margaritas Katsanidis.
Pacula is definitely in the smoke. That's got to be a tough spot to be, but he's in the right place.
It's like he chose that line, but it's working for him.
He is following Margaritas perfectly right now. That's how you want to do this.
And that is a chase run from Luke Pacula. Margaritas, I mean, the you can kind of, like I say this a lot, but when you have such a good driver in front of you like Margaritas, you're able to do that as Luke Pacula. You know? You're like, it's Margaritas. I'm going full pull. I know he's going to make it. I know he's going to go.
Margaritas is
be
a
that
great
part
driver.
of the zone. I trust him. I'm going to be right behind him.
Yeah,
Give it up for Margaritas Katsanidis and Luke Pacula.
Which way are you going? I would have to look back.
Man.
You know, small mistakes.
Without seeing a replay, I don't know. But just from that last run there, I want to say Luke Pacula. But, man, I'm just the biggest fan of Margaritas Katsanidis, so I don't know. I'm biased.
Both really good runs. I'm leaning in one direction, but I think that was great.
And Luke Pacula gets the win. I'm right again.
That's where I was leaning towards. That's what I was thinking. But, you know,
sense.
Luke had that low angle on the bank, and you got to wonder how the judges are going to weigh everything.
Yeah.
Definitely when you're judging, you guys can try it at home. How do you outweigh everything? We got 3 judges. One judge is going to weigh the bank very heavily versus maybe a large transition into outer zone 2. Now, that's a good proper donut right there around each other. Wheel to wheel proper donut.
Yeah, you know, they've got a little wonk lately. You know, I remember back when it first started, it used to be 3 cars wheel to wheel, and then it was like, yeah, we'll do 2, and then it was like, oh, I'll do a burnout.
You know you're in sync with your boy when you're wheel to wheel doing your donut.
When it's 3 wheel to wheel, I mean, man, when the Falcon boys were all in full effect and all that, and remember those days?
Old days. Excited to see Luke Fink back on track to battle it out with Stewart.
Oh,
this is gonna be
Fink makes
good.
it back on track.
Got it fixed, whatever his problem was.
Speaking of tire companies, how about a quick shout out to our tire sponsors, Vitor Tires, Valino Tires. This is our last tire sponsor. And Zestino Tires. Zestino Tires. You know, have you ever ran Zestino Tires?
Nah.
No, never?
No.
I've actually ran them before. They're pretty cool. Like, I ran them when they first dropped. I haven't had a set since. So, Luke Fink is going to give us a lead. Man, this is going to be fun to watch. This is going to be fun to watch. Luke Fink out front, double Corvette action. Expect fireworks. Oh, my gosh. And Luke Fink just kissing the wall.
Beautiful.
Josh Stewart doing a real good job keeping up with him. Perfect transition to that outer zone. Smacks the cone ever so slightly with a small adjustment. And Josh Stewart right on the back bumper of Luke Fink. No brake lights from Luke Fink there. Fully trusted himself. So nice,
Great run on both sides.
Nice smooth run from Luke Fink, and Josh Stewart doing a really good job of keeping up with him. I know they're the same car and they're both supercharged and they're both real fast, but for some reason, I thought Luke Fink would have had a little bit more of a gap on Josh Stewart.
Josh Stewart's been driving really great in the last 2 years that I've met him. Drove with him at LS Fest earlier in the year. Dude's an absolute ripper for sure. I think he knew that Luke was going to throw down a good lead, and he was just going to lay it all out there. Gave it a great chase. Was able to get on the bank with him into all the zones. It was a really good chase. Really,
that was
what he was doing there.
That
Didn't really have too many compromises, right?
No, yeah,
really
it was a
flowed with
great
him.
chase
Coming
run.
through the power alley was a ton of trust when he was going to transition. Like how he mimicked his transition coming out of zone 2, going into zone 3. Excited to see how this is going to turn around.
Yeah, the only spot he maybe could have done a slightly better job was through the inner clip, but even then, I mean, that's just nitpicking. So Josh Stewart out front, Luke Fink giving himself a little bit of a roll there. And a nice flick from Josh Stewart. Luke Fink with proximity right on the door of Josh Stewart. Josh Stewart high on the bank. And here we go through that inner clip. Luke Fink, nice proximity and a little push through there. And just missing a little bit of that outer zone, but proximity's there. Oh, and just touching the door of Josh Stewart. Oh, man, Luke Fink just drawing that line behind Josh Stewart. And, yeah, Josh, like you said, Josh Stewart is driving.
Oh, he's driving, and we're in the grade 8 right now, right?
That was a
these
lap.
Drivers have been heated. They know what's up. They've gotten their practice in. We've got some good driving going on right now.
Let's hear it for Josh Stewart and Luke Fink. There he is, the man, the myth, the legend. That was a battle, folks. These guys, man, these guys in their Corvettes. All right, so we're going to let the judges deliberate a little here. Get some fresh air.
It's got to be so hot in those
It's probably
cars.
so hot
Whatever
in there.
temperature it is out here, it's probably at least 50 degrees hotter in the car. The exhaust, the engines, running that hard. Great job. Give it up for these guys.
Good job, Luke Fink. Good job, Josh Stewart. Who thinks Luke Fink got the win? Who thinks Josh Stewart got the win? It's pretty even. I don't know, guys. It's pretty even.
The crowd definitely sounds like they're split out here.
Yeah, we got a split crowd.
We shall see what it is.
Who's moving on to the top 4? And Luke Fink.
Definitely love seeing two of the same cars driving. You can see the differences of the suspension and their setups and how they both attacked each corner.
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't expecting that good of a battle, to be honest.
Well, when these guys come off the
that
bank,
was an
one thing you
amazing
got to
battle.
notice, they're missing the inner clip, right? Some of the runs, they're missing the inner clip. a big part of the factor of that is coming off of the bank. You've got that the ditch, the water drainage, right? Ooh,
Oh, and
one
it is
more
that good of a
time.
battle. It's one more time. Man, you know, I'm down to watch that again. I'm totally
so
down
to
see
watch that again. Hopefully, they're pointing at Luke's car a lot in the engine bay. Hopefully, they get that fixed. But yeah, coming off of the bank, going into the infield, that dip is hard on your suspension. If you're not dialed, if you don't got your spring set up, or maybe raising your car, you might be bottoming out the bottom of the back of your coilovers. The car unsettles. I think that's what's throwing a lot of guys off. Outside of that, just being absolutely committed to the driver in front of you. So that's a big point. Even when I brought my car here, I would raise it up. I think I noticed a lot of these guys raising it up just a little bit back there.
And
to
those
make
Corvettes
it
are
absorb it better.
slammed. Both of those
There's
Corvettes
not a lot
are
of travel
slammed.
in the Corvette suspension.
No.
There's really not.
So Aaron Velasquez and Sam Magmumi, this is going to be a good one. These are all these battles are just lining up so well.
Oh, apparently it's the last call for alcohol outside. So if you guys want to get your flavor and hit up the bar, it's we're barely in the grade 8, so we're definitely got another hour or two of show.
It's closing time. One last call. All right. So Sam Magmumi, I believe, is going to... Oh, I thought he was going to give us the lead position there. He's not done warming up his tires.
I was going to say, we just watched Aaron drive, but they had it one more time. So it was a very quick turnaround because he had his one more time. So Aaron just drove. He's had a couple of extra laps because of his one more time. And so he may have a little bit more practice.
All right, so Aaron Velasquez in the lead position. RB Army. RB Army taking out the JZ. That's bad for my team. That's not good. All right. So let's see the RB Army, Aaron Velasquez, S14 versus the Sam Magmumi, E36. What does he have in there? Is it S54?
RJ could tell us.
S54?
RJ's a BMW guy. RJ, is that your body kit? Is that a Big Duck Club body kit on there?
No, it's not. He's a jerk.
What a jerk. And he's a good friend.
He's got a straight S54 turbo, meaning that it's not slanted like a BMW engine, but it's actually fully straight like a JZ with an HP performance exhaust manifold and a comfort.
Is that the engine that revs really high? Didn't he do something special?
So he de-stroked it. Originally, that's a 3.2 engine. He de-stroked it to a 2.9.
It's a 2.9?
And now he revs it to, I think, 10,500.
10,000 RPMs?
Yeah.
Really?
It's stupid.
That's 5,000, 10,500?
He's got 3.
That's 500 more than my balanced enlightened rotary motor.
So he's got 3 maps to the league ECU, 450 horsepower, 750, and 1100.
Wow. There we go. And there we go. So I'm pretty sure he's probably on the 750, I would think. And Aaron Velasquez out front into that fireball. And Aaron's pretty consistent too, man. Not super high on the bank, but great nonetheless. But he is filling those zones. He's hitting those zones. And Sam's following the car nicely. And he's hitting the zones too. Okay. So Sam in the outer zone, Aaron in the outer zone, Aaron rounding that last outer zone out, and Sam giving him a little bit of contact on the door there.
Good run by both guys. Definitely hitting the marks. I think Aaron's looking more confident.
Yeah.
Higher on the bank, more throttle commitment, more smoke. Definitely look like a solid run, giving Sam an easy chase to just stay with him on his door.
Yeah, I think Sam.
This is gonna be great.
I think Sam just flexing some of that car he's got right there. Showing his ability to surge in at a moment's notice. So it looks like they're going to cool these cars down just a bit. Couple of inline sixes. I don't know what it is about us, but us inline six drivers, we get our cars real hot real fast, and we got to take our cool down laps, you know? Not sure.
My car cools down faster when I just park. The radiator's in the rear. So I don't actually get a lot of airflow.
You have a V8.
Yeah, but the radiator's in the rear, so I don't get a lot of airflow when I'm driving around like that. Yeah, I just park, give it 10 seconds.
Yeah, but Chevy motors got they idle cooling. They idle cool real well, you know?
1,000 horsepower builds heat no matter what you do.
Yeah, that's true. All right, so Sam Magmumi out front. Oh, and a big gap. Let's see if Aaron can close that.
Yeah, hesitation by Aaron on the run-up.
Not sure what that was about, but see if we can close the gap here. This is where Aaron does really well in this outer zone. Oh, not as good as not as good as he's been doing, but again, it's probably real hard. It doesn't look like it, but he's playing catch up with Sam Magmumi right now.
Yeah, Sam's using all 11,000 of his RPMs apparently.
Yeah, Sam's using all that car.
Yeah, Sam has got a lot of car. Sam's just got to keep that thing tamed, and that thing is a ripper that can take all the way to the top.
Yeah, I mean, there's not much more Aaron could have done there, but turned up the boost and lowered the tire pressure or something. I'm not sure.
We've seen Sam on the podium here at Orange Show before.
Yes, we have.
We have not seen Aaron on a podium. This is his first year driving with us.
That's what I want to see. That's what I want to see. I want to see Mr. Aaron on there. But Sam doing what he's got to do to make it. And that, like I said, he's got so much car and engine under the with the touch of a toe, and you got 1,100 of the floor.
Yeah.
So
great run by both guys.
And that car is snappy too. Sam's car makes it makes power super well, and it delivers it super well. All right, so judges are gonna give us something here in a second. I'm gonna call it. I think we know where we're going here. Mr. Sam Magmumi gets the win. Moving into the final four is Sam Magmumi. And Aaron Velasquez doing an amazing job of making it into the grade 8. And we'll be seeing him hopefully at the next round. See if we can get him a podium here pretty soon.
You know he's hyped in there.
Oh, yeah.
A grade 8 finish, beating Dustin, hopefully winning back his $200. Smoking it up for the
At
boys.
least bragging
Give it up
rights.
for Aaron as he exits the track.
At least bragging rights. He at least got his bragging rights back.
Once we get some time, we've got some cash right here in front of us.
Yeah, we got to give it away. We're about to. The
We've
show's
got some
almost
cash.
over.
We've got $100 right here in front of us, and a few of these guys took a 5-minute call.
Yeah.
So anytime we have a 5-minute call, the drivers have to pay $50, basically for wasting your guys' time and slowing down the show.
And we give it to you.
So who wants to win this money? Who wants $100 right now? Make some noise. Who wants to win $100? Well, you're gonna win $50 because we're gonna give it away twice.
There we go. That guy wants $100.
How are we giving away this money?
Push-up competition.
That's a lot of effort that I hope I'm not involved in. Ashton Redberg and Pablo had not seen this battle before. This will definitely be a good one.
That's so tough, bro.
We're looking at a flamethrower shot over the drivers. Showing the picture right there. You got to wonder if that's affecting the drivers as they're entering the zone. A little bit. Definitely got to be
so
wild.
sick.
This drone shot coming in right here is pretty sick. Ashton Redberg,
So we're gonna
Pablo.
figure out how to give this $50 away. Who's got a yellow wallet?
Oh, what a,
You actually have a yellow wallet? Let me see it. All right, come get $50. That was easy. The easiest $50 he's ever made right there. And good for you. You having a yellow wallet. It actually worked out. I'm not sure why you did that, but it finally worked out for you.
Can we find out why he had a yellow wallet?
Yeah, let's find
RJ?
out what the story behind the yellow wallet.
And is he a yellow
Does it
submarine?
have is it a happy face wallet?
Singer.
Is it a Pac-Man wallet? Well, yeah, but I mean, who's got a yellow
Who knew
wallet?
that quick? His yellow wallet. He was listening. He had a yellow wallet. He was prepared.
He thought about it too. He's like, "Hey, mine's
I
yellow."
think you guys had a conversation before you showed up.
I had to make one easy because usually they're real hard. So, Pablo Cabrera out front. Oh, what is that? Two-step competition?
Snap, crackle, pop with the flamethrowers right in front of him.
V8s screaming, bald eagles.
All of the Eagles coming
Bald
past
eagles
it.
and hot dogs.
Loving how Ashton's able to get it into the zone, really chase the proper way, but he is losing the proximity.
Just a little, but he's doing a great job.
Yeah, he's only got about a two-car gap. Would love to see him close that gap, but I love that he is actually in the line chasing him.
Yeah, and Pablo Cabrera, I mean, making it look easy
Yeah.
out there and out front. How much power does that car have? Quite a bit, huh?
I'm going to say it's
It looks about 600.
got to
something
be
like that.
6+.
Yeah.
I think he's in the 6+ realm.
Enough for Hot Pit Autofest.
There's a few guys who had like 400 that were killing it.
Yeah, I mean, like you said, it depends on
Yeah.
the delivery.
TJ Hunt
the chassis.
drove last year.
Did amazingly
Nitrous.
well. Amazingly well.
Very
with the
simple 370Z, drove really well. Yeah, just like some nitrous, some mods, full angle kit and all that. But simple car, drove really well.
Basically bolt.
Yeah, so I think 400 is kind of the minimum that you need out here. I think once you get to 700, it's probably a little bit too much with the 300 tread wear
At 700,
tire.
you're just bullying people.
Well, because we're on a 300 tread wear tire, once you get past that, you know, you're kind of blowing the tire
shooting yourself
off.
in the
It's
foot.
hard to use it.
Here we go. Ashton Redberg out front. Nice big flick. Gosh, that's so cool when they just fly through the flame like that.
Yep. Interesting gap that Pablo left him.
Yeah.
I wonder what happened there, if he just like missed it on the line.
Good angle from Ashton Redberg and a nice, oh my goodness. Probably the best of the night for Ashton into that outer zone too.
Ashton showing him what's up.
Nice.
Love his line of confidence.
Perfect
The amount of
little flick.
angle they threw it into there. Could have been a little bit deeper, but
Hey,
absolutely
I like it.
just
I like
confident.
it from Ashton Redberg. And the gap in the beginning of that lap, I love it from Ashton Redberg.
All right, we got a story. RJ's coming in with the story.
So listen to this.
Was it an actual good story?
It was a good story, but this is the crazier story.
What is it?
He has won 2 other raffles from Jeff Jones at Formula Drift.
No way.
Yes.
This guy is following
This
me
guy is
around.
a serial raffler.
No, like this dude, like
Heck yeah, bud.
She just sponsored him by luck.
Thanks for being a supporter, bro. Really appreciate you.
Serial raffler. All right. Give it up for Ashton Redberg and Pablo Cabrera. I said give it up for Ashton Redberg and Pablo Cabrera.
Let's hear them feet, boys.
All right. Judges may have a winner here. I believe they shall. The Drift Wizard is wizarding behind us, mysteriously. Hold on. Let's get him on the live stream. Where is he?
Oh, that's never going to go back in the same spot.
There he is. Yeah, we're good. We're fine. Oh, there he is. He just makes
He had no
makes
cone.
appearances. He has no cone.
That's just Andy Haley.
Yeah.
Where's the wizard at?
He said that's just Andy Haley. Oh, that's funny. All right, so a little bit harder of a decision than I thought from the judges. They are going back and watching this.
Deliberating.
They are going back and they are deliberating. They are deliberating the deliberacies.
Again, we're just sitting here announcing and having fun.
And that's
We
all-
are
and that's all we do.
observing the excitement of the run, but we're not laser-eyed focused on the mistakes.
And even if we
And-
were,
and
I still wouldn't know what I'm talking about, probably. So who cares?
I can tell you from experience, I would not be judging and announcing. There's no way.
There's
you can do
no
both.
way you can
There's
do that.
absolutely no way that you can do both. Like to just be focused and then to announce
it's
it, you know,
not-
and critique it at this level.
It's not possible.
You know, you can do it for fun when you're having, you know, driving with your boys. but
Yeah.
man, this is. If you were to get good at this would be very tough.
It's a different
You
thing.
know, I'm glad we got some replays. This is our first time having a TV in here where we can watch
I
the
really
replays,
like it,
so this is
yeah.
really nice. So it definitely looks like they're observing Pablo in the outer zones, the amount of angle and proximity that Redberg has behind him.
I like Ashton Redberg in this one, in this battle. I kind of like Ashton Redberg in this battle, Jeff. And Pablo Cabrera, like I said, I'm a huge fan of Pablo Cabrera. I love that he's back out here. I love that he fixed the car. I like Ashton Redberg in this battle.
You know, I think one of the things that definitely was an interesting deal, the run-up on both of them. We're a little bit hesitant, right? Like, what
Yeah.
happened with Pablo on his run-up?
I don't know
Did
why he gave
Ashton
him
get
so
out of the gate sooner? Did
He gave him a
Pablo
lot of
just
room.
was he not ready? Was he unsure of what was going to happen there?
I don't know. He gave him a little more room than we're used to. Pablo's pretty aggressive, typically.
Really wish we just had a microphone to just jam under there. Hey,
Yes.
what were you doing? What were
Yeah.
you thinking right now?
Let's just get a 100-foot boom mic and we can just hang it over, you know, whenever.
I do believe we tried this one time where we were down there asking the drivers what's up. The amount of excitement comes out of a driver after a run. A lot of F-bombs were dropped.
Yeah.
I mean, hey, I'm kind of a little bit famous for some stupid interviews that I talked about when I made my first grade 8 in Formula D of my freaking... You guys know the story. Let's not. But yeah, I remember talking with Alex Farah after he had
YouTube
won
it.
somebody. Oh my God, these guys are hype right now. You don't understand. You guys are excited watching this?
Oh, Ashton Redberg gets the win.
Redberg!
It is exciting, right? I mean, you kind of you have word vomit when you're that
You
excited
do, you
sometimes.
really do. You know, you just did this run. Your freaking blood is pumping like crazy. It's super hot in the car. You don't know if you're going to win or lose, and even if you did or didn't, you're excited about what you did. You got all these fans in front of you that are pumping their feet in
The last
excitement.
thing you're thinking about is your language.
Yeah.
Give it up
Screw
for
'em.
Pablo
They can
Cabrera.
find me. We'll be good.
All right, moving along. Ashton Redberg in the final four. Look at that. So we're going to go back one more time between Luke Fink and Josh Stewart. Oh, listen to that thing. It sounds so cool.
That thing sounds like it's got small headers or revs high or like small.
It's got an 8 to 1 header.
Something's going on with why that thing sounds the way that it does. It definitely sounds like either. I know it's not small displacement, but it sounds like a small displacement.
I know it sounds like a 4.8 or something. You know, like a real zippy small.
Zippy.
You know?
Zippy's a good word.
Yeah.
Sounds zippy.
It sounds zippy.
I don't know if I'd be happy if you said my car sounds zippy.
That's
cool.
I
Thanks,
figure zippy's a pretty Australian like adjective. No, it's zippy, mate. You know.
I love some of the things they say, and I'm like, is that a compliment
Yeah.
or is that?
Yeah. I know, and they call you things that you're like, wow, that was really aggressive, and they're like, oh no, it means you're my friend. Like, all right.
I love when you say go grab a bottle out of the cooler. And like, you mean the ice box? The ice chest?
The ice box.
Yeah, I guess it is an ice box, right? That's literally what that thing is.
Yeah. All right, so
here we go.
Luke Fink out front, Josh Stewart giving chase. Double Corvette action, double superchargers. We got the flamethrower over there at the start line. That's a little low. We might burn some eyebrows off. All right, Luke Fink out front. Listen to that thing scream, Luke Fink. Oh, it's some contact from Luke Fink. I don't care. I'm holding on. Who cares? We're sending it. Luke Fink is a beast. Look at that. He said, you know what? I'm going to align my car real quick.
Just run it. It's fine.
Yeah, just a little alignment. Who cares?
Literally, there's fire, and he's hitting the wall, and he's in there. This is fine. This is fine. And Josh Stewart doesn't care because he's an absolute ripper. I'm fine, too. I will match you.
Man. Luke Fink is such a savage.
I think that Josh Stewart knew Luke Fink was going to do something funny. They had a pre-meeting about this.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm going to hang back. I'm going to let you tap that wall and do what you do, and then I'll get right in there.
I'll be there in a sec. Yeah.
I'll be there.
You do you, Luke Fink.
Great job by both of them.
Have you? I've never, ever seen somebody go into the wall, get sucked into the wall, and then just, you know what? I'm just going to initiate here and keep going.
You know, it's a thing.
A little quick.
The amount of driving skill for them to pull out of the wall,
dude.
Continue, and then imagine Josh Stewart's behind him, seeing this chaos happen.
But
he
going?
is, the wherewithal to just the skill level to just go with it and initiate right into it. Like,
I mean,
good job on both.
What's impressive to me right there is the on-the-fly alignment that Luke Fink did, because you know that his front wheel smacking the wall didn't do nothing to the alignment.
Yeah.
His toe is it's got to be jacked, and he just sent it anyway.
Yeah, he didn't even ask to look at it.
No,
I think he's out of 5-minute calls or
fine.
out of $50.
Yeah, we're fine. We're fine. Send it. Just an alignment.
Josh Stewart looking at a few of his sponsors: D3 Race Tech, BC Racing, and Juku Racing, RTS. This boy's got some sponsors on him. Status. He's hanging out with all the homies.
Josh Stewart stacked.
He's stacking.
All right, so Luke Fink, let's see if that car's upset at all.
Yep.
Oh, doesn't seem like it.
Into the pocket, both of them, like it never happened.
Jeez, man, these drivers. Oh, and small mistake there from Luke Fink, but reinitiates, keeps that proximity of Josh Stewart.
Luke Fink had a pucker moment.
Yeah. Just a little?
Just a little. Coming into it.
Oh, a little bit of contact.
A little bit of Luke Fink, just a little bit of extra Luke.
I do think that Luke Fink's car is a tiny bit upset.
He may have overlooked it.
I think his alignment.
I think he was trying to overcome his mistakes.
Give it up for Luke Fink. Give it up for Josh Stewart. Stop your feet.
Smoke pouring out of the hood.
Let them hear it. Stop your feet for these guys.
Is that smoke from Josh's car? Is that thing on fire?
Let's hope that looks like steam. I think that's steam.
We'll call it steam. Hopefully it's off the racing line if it's steam, and not just sitting there pouring all kinds of water right where we need to be.
Yeah, that looks like steam.
We'll call it steam and hope so. I call it the what he was kind of doing right there. It's kind of the James Dean effect, right? He knew that he was at a deficit, and he's just like, all right, I have to do all of the things. Bro, I don't know what happens with Eddie, but at every event, poor little Eddie goes through things. He just ate crap over the cone, trying to with the fire extinguisher. Eddie's the same dude that got hit by the cone.
Oh no, he got hit by the cone.
Yeah, remember at Irwindale, he was sitting minding his own business, just waiting to pick up a cone when a cone base bottom attacked him.
Like coming at like 60 miles an hour.
Yeah.
Dude.
And the cone base probably weighs more than him.
like-
Dude got thrown and
Yeah.
launched off his chair like 5 feet.
He got launched.
Definitely launched.
All right, so we're gonna have to find a way to give away this next $50 to you guys. RJ, got any ideas? All right. While we find a way to raffle off the $50, we're gonna announce the winner of this next battle. I mean, the winner of this battle. Sorry. And another $50. Josh Stewart gets the win. Josh Stewart gets the win.
Josh Stewart coming in with some momentum, taking down the last round's winner.
Taking down, dethroning Luke Fink.
If Luke Fink asked, I paid off Josh Stewart to beat him. I said I didn't want to spread
We're doing bribes.
I didn't want Luke taking all the money.
Yeah, you can't take it all back to Australia.
Try to spread the wealth.
Our economy's bad enough.
Still waiting to get a W-9 from Luke Fink, I think. I don't know how he's cashing our checks. I'm not sure how that... Yeah, he's putting them in coins.
He's got
maybe?
offshore Caribbean accounts, all right?
Yeah.
Taxes? What taxes?
It's interesting how many out-of-state drivers we have.
Yeah, a lot of people coming from out of state, actually. Or even out of country.
We even had more last year, actually, I think, out of country. Who's copying me?
Oh, yeah. Okay, so RJ says for the next $50,
inspired by me?
who's got an American flag hat? Anybody got an American flag hat besides Jeff Jones?
Yeah, can I win
Hey,
the
I
50
see
bucks
one
right now?
I think that guy just won $50. I see you, sir. Hold it back up. Yeah, come up here. There you go, $50.
That's the bottom of the hat. I recognize that hat. That means that dude bought that hat from me. See, guys, here's the thing. You enter into a Jeff Jones raffle or buy Jeff Jones product, you're going to win some stuff. Somehow you get your money back. You come to the show. I'm just giving it back to the people.
It's the gift that keeps giving, you know?
The gift that keeps giving.
HOTPIT
And
Autofest.
Speaking of the gift that keeps giving. Oh, man. This was rigged. Okay? I'm just saying, this was fully rigged.
We didn't mean for them to all be Jeff Jones fans, but that's great.
This show is rigged. I don't know who's running this show, who started this. Like,
are you friends with the yellow wallet guy?
He's definitely probably friends with the
yellow wallet guy.
Oh my God.
JJR or RJ.
Yeah.
RJR.
RJR. Hey, while these guys are standing on track, can we give a huge applause to our track staff? These guys are working hard for us. Can we give a round of applause for these guys? Thank you, track staff. You guys kick super butt, running around all day in the heat. Should have seen these guys yesterday.
It's not an easy job.
Not an easy job.
To do one task, if you have to fix one cone, that's like
That's just
you
the
gotta do a
one
200-meter
task that
sprint.
you see them do.
Yeah, it's a 200-meter
I
sprint.
give them 100 tasks before people even show up.
And that's what I'm saying. Just to do one of those tasks is a 200-meter sprint. You
Yeah.
know, and we're in the desert here.
Yeah, we're chalking the course, hanging these banners. We're going to be here till 2 a.m. Easy. Just unpacking everything, and that'll be before we're maybe done. Hopefully we're done by 2. Doubtful. We'll be taking this stuff off. This track staff is the heart of what we do. I know that, like, me and RJ do all the planning. Christina's doing all the billing. But, man, even, like, Fujinami Model Lounge down there, we got the 3 beautiful girls taking the photo shoot. Like, we got the support of the people, local. These guys come out and help us out. The drivers yesterday when we had an oil down, they were all jumping over here across, helping sweep up the track.
It's a beautiful thing.
It's a beautiful
We got a
thing,
beautiful
this race
thing
community.
Lucky us to have this wonderful establishment to hold our shows at. The Orange Show Speedway. Always very helpful.
So I think we got a little bit of something down on the ground from Luke Fink. We're trying to figure out,
Get a little bit of cleanup going.
can we just drive over it? Can we clean it up? Coolant. Yeah, what sucks about coolant, and these drivers should know better to not run coolant.
Water.
Coolant is very slippery when it gets on the ground. Yeah, coolant is unfortunately it's just as slick as oil.
Yeah,
And it's actually in some ways much harder to pick up. All right, we got another 50. Let's make this $50 really hard.
Really
to give away.
hard. And nobody's a Jeff Jones fan.
Yeah.
You cannot be you have to. Who's Jeff Jones? And then you can
I mean,
win.
I hope they're all Jeff Jones fans.
No. They can't
I'm
know.
trying really hard. I put my name almost everywhere I could.
They can't know who you are. It's impossible.
How are we giving this away? Who's ever got the most $2 bills again? Push-ups?
This is totally rigged. Look at this. Jeff Jones Racing shirt, hat.
Oh, that's rigged.
I know that guy. Look at that guy.
Look at that, bro. Totally rigged. Look at that.
This is fully rigged. I don't know if we're on camera, but man.
How we're doing this.
My man.
Accidentally rigging things.
Okay, how are we giving away? Best dance, jumping jacks in front of the audience?
I don't know, but speaking of giveaways, WiseFab, they are giving away $1,000 to the hardest charging driver. Shout out to WiseFab. BC Racing's giving out a set of coilovers, $300 to second place, $200 to third place. Aeromotive's giving away $250 to first place, $200 to second place, $150 to third. Status Racing is giving away custom seats for the season winners. Optum Batteries is giving away a few batteries. We just gave away a couple today at the car show. Action Clutch is doing $500 in store credit to the winner. And Link ECU is giving an ECU to the season winner with a full setup for next year. And the Prisma Lab, they're always giving us stuff. Probably going to do some seats or something like that. I would expect some custom seats from Jason over there at the lab. Oh, BC Race is also doing a first place full race program support for 24 to 25. So whoever gets first place is getting a full ride for next year with custom two-way coilover kit. And shout out to our other sponsors. Thank you, BC Racing, Aeromotive. Well, I said BC Racing. Aeromotive, Action Clutch, Big Duck Club, LADBX, and our tire companies, Zestino Tires, Velino Tires, and Vitor Tires. Thank you, guys.
And
we
Kitty
literally couldn't do it without you.
Kitty litter.
And Friskies.
After this
Friskies
round,
makes food.
we need a kitty litter sponsor. This is
Yeah.
the third time we've had either an oil down or a coolant down. Luckily, the track works pretty fast here with their brooms. Flamethrower. Oh, bring the flamethrower
Yeah,
and just
let's
burn
just
it up.
flamethrow
Just
that.
burn the ground.
Let's take a page out of the drag racing guy's book.
I think that works actually pretty
It
well.
works super good. But then your shoes start sticking to the floor and stuff.
That might be a good thing.
Yeah. All right. So how are we giving away this last $50? How are we going to do that?
Yeah, see, if you guys are at home watching this, you could have been here possibly winning $50. So when we have a 5-minute call, we tell the drivers, hey, you got to pay $50 for wasting our time. So this is the third $50 call we have. I think we actually have from last round.
What about a birthday present? Is it somebody's birthday?
Whose birthday?
Is it anybody's birthday today?
I know it was John Shaver's birthday 2 days ago.
It's your birthday? Can you prove it? Oh, that man's went down quick.
Yeah, right?
No, you can prove it? It's on your ID?
We're going to need a valid ID?
Come prove it and I'll give you $50 for your birthday.
There's like 3,000 people here. I'm pretty sure it was somebody's birthday. There's got to be a birthday. Yeah, something that you cannot see probably just in the race section. We don't have a lot of cameras in the car show. There is 400 cars just scattered everywhere amongst this place. It's crazy how they wrapped it around. They did the two-step challenge. The stage is in the background. There's so much going on right now.
Happy birthday, homie. $50.
Happy birthday.
Drinks on us. Oh, you look too young to drink. Cheeseburgers on us.
All the cheeseburgers.
Or whatever festivities you like to partake in.
Man, these drivers.
Dude,
we are
this is
in
a
round
show
4.
right here.
We've got one more round. Our next event is November 23rd. We're actually going to be at Irwindale Speedway. So if you guys if this is your first time, actually, let's see. Raise your hands. Is this your first time coming to HOTPIT Autofest? Look at that.
Wow,
So if you guys didn't know, we've been doing this for 3 years. This is round 4 for us. Our next event will be at Irwindale Speedway, and that is going to be our season closer, our finals. So please come out to that. Make sure you're on our mailing list. We'll give you guys all a big discount. Right now, it's round 5 flyer to save $5. If you're on our mailing list and you're a return person, we give you a 20% discount for our next event. So make sure November 23rd, come out to the next HOTPIT Autofest round at Irwindale Speedway. That is going to be a huge event with ride-alongs, with models, with all of the things. Okay, we're going to take it to a quick commercial break. We'll be right back.
We love you.
Pizza. Pizza. I can't do that. I'll get the. I'll go test.
Strong. They're supporting all the way out from Vegas.
We love to see it.
All of these guys, big family supporters, all the teams. Love to see moms and pops, families, brothers and sisters. It's a good family sport. That's the vibes we're going for.
Jeff Jones, quick trivia. Who won round 1, season 1.
That's very good trivia. It was Nick Gross.
Nick Gross. No, you're right.
Nick
You're
Gross
right.
beat
You're
out
totally
Forrest
right.
Wang.
You're totally right.
And no one expected that. Here we go. We are back at it.
That's good on you for knowing that.
Ciao,
you know?
ciao. Oh, I can't wait till he comes and competes. He might come and do. He might do the final round. We'll see if he gets his car and stuff ready for it.
Yeah, we missed Nick Gross. Yeah, he was killing it that round too. All right, so we got Luke Pakula out front, and we're ready to go. I expect another smooth little flick here, and here we have it. Under that fireball.
Initiating kind of low in the bank, kind of hurt him, but he's able to work it back up. Definitely fast. I like it. Josh is right there with him, dude. He's dialed right now.
Josh is dialed. Sacrificing a little bit of sacrificing a little bit of the zone, but proximity is great. Josh is feeling himself.
Whoa,
oh my
nice.
goodness.
Hard
Josh is
transition.
feeling
Woo.
himself right now. And Luke Pakula.
Josh is coming in with all the confidence after
Dude.
beating Luke Fink.
Josh.
Right? He's coming
Stewart.
in like he's feeling really good.
I mean,
for sure.
He took out the other Corvette on the grid, and
The
must
amount
feel
of
like
smoke that just went through here. I don't know if it was all smoke or some fresh chalk. I really wish that we were able to paint some lines here and having to use chalk. but,
yeah, chalk isn't the greatest, huh?
you can see what it kind of does. Sometimes we tried wetting it.
Yeah.
Me and Chris Jackson try to share some secrets. I think in Florida it's constantly raining for them anyways, so they kind of throw down some chalk. Sometimes they say they'll take a little water sprayer and spray it down.
Kind of mist it down so it
Yeah.
doesn't poof up everywhere.
I think next time we do this, I'm just gonna paint and get yelled at and see what happens.
Well, we you know what we could buy? We could buy water soluble paint. All right, so Josh Stewart out front, and he's probably going to put on a clinic here, judging by the way he's driving and acting behind the wheel there. Oh, and Luke Pakula dangerously high on the bank.
Woo.
And
Look at
keeping
Josh
it together.
Stewart in that zone, man. Today, I think it's Josh's
Josh
day, dude.
Stewart is not playing
It is
around.
on. It's just his family's got to be fired up right now. Dude is on an absolute heater into outer zone 3.
Fireballs on
Holy
fireballs.
smokes, what a run.
Fireballs out of the back of Josh Stewart's car. Fireballs out of the entry.
Oh my God, what a great run.
Jeez Louise, what a battle from Josh Stewart and Luke Pakula. Josh Stewart is absolutely on fire right now. And Luke Pakula gonna have to see what the judges think about this one. Very close. And kind of a performance there from Josh Stewart. Josh Stewart gets the win. Josh Stewart gets the win. Give it up for Luke Pakula and Josh Stewart.
So is that Josh Stewart moving into...
And that is Josh Stewart in the final.
In the final. So he is guaranteed second place at this point.
Josh Stewart is getting on the podium tonight, ladies and gentlemen. And Luke Pakula may find himself there as well. This isn't over for Luke Pakula. There is a consolation battle for third place.
Oh, I am looking at the bracket right now, and I am just noticing something. If you guys don't know it, Luke got beat in for the final four, so he's still got to go for.
He's not over for Luke.
He's not over.
He can still win the consolation battle.
Yeah.
And the consolation battle is between the. Oh, I got this wrong. Is between the loser of this battle, Ashton Redberg and Sam Magmumi. I forgot.
It's so easy to sit here and announce and get ahead of yourself, and you look down at the bracket and you go, "Wait a minute, we got another great battle ready."
Yeah.
So you got to wonder: is Luke Fink's car ready for that third place battle against whoever loses this battle? So, loser of this battle goes for the consolation, third place, right? Winner going for first and second against Josh.
Yes. And we're going to see that battle here between Sam and Ashton. Now,
Ashton is just absolutely killing it. I
He's
think
been
him and
killing
Josh
it
would be an
too.
amazing run. Sam's got all the car right now. Sam's got the fast car.
Sam's the upsetter here. Sam's the wild card here. He's got a ton of car, but Ashton's been super consistent today. If Ashton could just stay consistent, stay in those outer zones, hit all the lines he needs to hit, keep the proximity, and stay away from the power of Sam Magmumi, we can get him in there. Sam Magmumi looking great so far. Letting that thing scream is Sam Magmumi. Filling the outer zone nicely. Ashton Redberg, a little bit of left foot brake, keeping the proximity though.
Ashton Redberg right there with him, not letting him get away.
Not letting him use that power. Oh, Ashton overcooks it.
No! Get away.
Ashton Redberg overcooks it, and Sam Magmumi just, oh, man. What happened there? Ashton
What
Redberg.
happened? Was that Sam not getting on throttle soon enough, or was that Ashton just coming in too fast?
Is that
not prepared for it?
So is that a decel zone?
That is a decel area. You know that you're coming off of a transition into a zone. It's going to be a natural decel area, so the drivers know to not hit the lead driver. They know that the lead driver is going to have a slowing, but the lead driver should be on throttle by the time they get into the zone. So it's expected that the lead driver is already picking up throttle once he's into that zone, so he should be lit off at that point. And so we'll have to look back at a replay. I'm sure the judges have already got their minds made up. Maybe not. There may be more than meets the eye with this. What do you think? Was that Sam, or was that
I'm not sure. I want to say.
Well, hopefully he shakes it off and just gives it a heck of a heater right now, because I'm excited for him.
Ashton made a small mistake, but I'd hate to say that. He's been doing so well. It's so consistent.
Yep, beautiful run up top.
And just places it perfectly. Ashton's been doing one of the better jobs out of anybody of hitting that second outer zone and placing it nicely in the beginning of the outer zone.
So far, this is a good, repeat of each other's run. Let's see if they finish it off through here.
Sam just doing a little bit better in the chase position there than Ashton was, and I think that'll do it for Ashton Redberg. We didn't see any big mistakes from Sam there. Did a great job
the
in the
judges
chase.
see that as Sam's fault.
Unless it was Sam's fault.
We don't know. As the judges sitting, or as the announcers sitting here, hard to say.
Personally, yeah, I wasn't even looking at Sam's car there, so I wasn't sure what happened when Ashton spun. I was looking at Ashton. So
now, had that not happened, I think that would have been a pretty balanced run.
Yeah.
You know, they both kind of had the same lead and the same chase. Yeah. Small mistakes back and forth, tit for tat, but pretty good run for both of them. It's a shame that Ashton, just looped it over there, couldn't hold it.
And
as we thought, Sam Magmumi.
Sam Magmumi gets the win. Sam Magmumi gets the win. Just a small mistake from Ashton there, and we would have seen him. I mean, small mistake from Ashton there, we probably would have seen him in the finals, I believe. He's doing so good today. But
Holy smokes.
Sam in another final. Sam finding himself in another. Sam won. Sam won.
Sam has won.
Sam won.
Sam has been on the box here. I'm trying to think which round that he won, or was he just in second? He was up in the box. I know I gave him money.
I think Sam won.
This one I'm not remembering. So, Josh Stewart versus Sam for first and second.
This is going to be fun to watch.
Luke Fink.
Luke Picula.
Luke Picula, sorry. We mix those two up so much.
I know. I do it all the time.
I said this earlier. I kept saying Luke Fink. You didn't correct me.
I do it all the time. It's because I do it all the time. But I saw you do it again, and I had to
Two Lukes.
And what do you know?
They need a battle for the Luke name.
It's a full Luke.
Full
It's a full.
Can we get them to battle for their names?
Yeah.
One
of them's got to drop Luke, and then you just got to be Fink.
Yeah, that or we're not calling him Luke at all anymore.
Got to be Fink or
We got a
Picula.
Picula and a Fink.
Yeah.
We got a Picula.
Picula's a cool name. It's Hawaiian, huh? That's a Hawaiian name,
I
isn't
have
it?
zero idea on where that name is from. I don't think so. Polish.
It's
Right?
Polish.
Yeah, I was thinking it was not Hawaiian.
Oh, you know what is Hawaiian? Kopula, not Picula.
Where did you get Hawaiian? Okay.
Kopula.
Okay.
Kopula is Hawaiian. Not Picula. All right. So we're doing tires. We're going to change some tires around. We definitely need those, obviously, Josh Stewart probably has a little bit of a head start on that, but Sam's going to have to go do that now, seeing as he just battled.
Picula versus Ashton. So Ashton just came off the track. You can see him across over there. That's why we like doing the top 16 right in front of you, so you guys can see what they're doing and see, what's the crew doing over there? Why are they taking so long? Why are they looking at the front of the car instead of changing the tires in the back of the car? We don't know. Hopefully that thing's good to go.
And how often, Jeff, and you would know something like this, how often are things tinkered with outside of your competition timeout? How often do you sneak in a wrench or two, or sneak in a wrench turn or two?
Well, you sneak in a wrench whenever you can. Right now, this is this is this is their official time to do whatever they need to.
Yeah.
Right. Once the car drives onto the track pavement and you're lining up for your battle, that's when you're no longer allowed to make an adjustment. And truly, you're not supposed to make an adjustment between run 1 and run 2 because you're not supposed to maybe run a sway bar for your lead but not your chase, something like that. We already did that. $50 has been out the window. Somebody had a birthday. Yeah, unless you got another 50 you'd like to give out. Big Duck Club's giving out another $50. Stickers. If you guys want a Big Duck Club, come on up to the booth. We've got a Big Duck Club sticker for you.
What's
And
a
if
Big
you're
Duck
really
Club
nice,
sticker
he'll
from
give you
RJ?
$50.
Maybe even a smooch.
Maybe arm wrestle contest? Woo! Dude, Ashton Redberg has been on fire today. So what stood out for you in the top 16?
The top 16? Oh, man.
Josh and Luke.
It was the Josh and Luke battle
Yeah.
for me. That was a fun one to watch. 2 Corvettes. Both guys come out blazing. Josh Stewart actually taking the win. It's insane.
Mm-hmm.
It's insane. Irwindale, we're going to Irwindale next round. Where are you going next round? Irwindale. Who's got a long drive home? Raise your hand if you got a long drive home.
Thank you.
Who drove over an hour to come?
Wow.
Whoa, so did I.
Where are you guys from? Are we all from LA?
Are you guys from LA? From Orange County? From NorCal? Arizona? Las Vegas?
San
Diego? There we go.
Okay, a lot of San Diego in the house.
Yeah, we got some San Diego boys.
Okay, now I know where to go put some flyers out.
Nice. So we're a cool midpoint.
San Diego, I like this.
That's a cool midpoint between.
All right, so with that question, who's coming to Irwindale November 23rd? Who's down the drive that extra hour?
We'll have some giveaways for you guys. We're gonna be giving away $50 as well. $50. What are they called? Competition timeout fees.
We will definitely have more competition timeouts over there. Again, if you guys are here at this round, email us. Get on our emailing list. Grab a flyer. We will definitely give you an extra discount for coming to November 23rd at Irwindale Speedway. That's going to be our finals. We'll hook you guys up to make sure that you make the long drive, make sure that long drive is worth the trip, and it will be. It's going to be an absolute
It's
heater.
always worth the trip.
Yep.
It's always.
I think we'll have a few surprise Formula D drivers driving in that round. And we are doing the full Formula D layout. So we will be doing the full bank to inner bank. How many of you guys are already a drift fan? Who's a Formula D fan down here? Okay. So a lot of you guys are just coming from the car show. Love it. First time drift fans?
Yeah, who's here from the car show? Who came for the car show? Okay, it seems like the car show guys are in the car show.
Somehow we found you. I don't know how we found you, but I'm glad we found you. You're a great audience.
Yeah, we are very lucky. We are very fortunate.
Yeah, either I tapped into your Instagram feed, Facebook
Yeah.
feed somehow, YouTube, wherever we spent the money.
Instagram's been doing real well. I see Hot Pit stuff everywhere. And everybody's posting, everybody's talking about it. All the videographers and all the photographers are all talking about it. It's all over my feed. Hot Pit Autofest.
Has anyone seen the drivers do the dancing video when we were promoting that?
I didn't get to see that.
You didn't see that?
No.
We did a bunch of dumb promotions. It's fun. We always do.
You guys
I
did
decided to stop throwing myself on the ground and against the car, so we picked up Justin Leonard and threw him against my car.
Nice.
That one was a good one. That one was a really good one.
I
This is
saw
awesome.
Justin there a little
We got a lot of
earlier.
new drift fans here. Dude, Justin Leonard was definitely looking pretty good. He's got a new motor in there. He just switched to the V8 this year. Had some troubles with the first engine.
What did he run before?
He was a VQ guy.
Was it a VQ before? It was. Huh.
And so, he took a step up to go full on LS.
Was
Here
it-
we go.
Was it boosted? Was it a boosted VQ?
I don't remember. I don't think so.
I could have swore he had power before.
Maybe it had a boost.
All right. Luke Bakula.
Back in it. Let's go.
Ashton Redberg. Who will podium? Who wants to see it? Luke Bakula on the podium.
Looking at Ashton Redberg's sponsors over here.
Who wants to see
Rival
Ashton?
Designs.
Hold on. Who wants to see Ashton on the podium?
Who wants to see the black 350Z on the podium?
That's right. That's right. I want to see it too. Luke Bakula's always done real good. So you said some sponsors. Ashton Redberg.
Sponsors. Yeah, we've got an actual list from these guys. Ashton Redberg. He's got help from his people. Rival Design Construction, Immense Apparel, Print Shop, Nixon TV. Nixon TV? What's a Nixon TV?
Oh, sounds expensive.
Oh, it's Nixon TV YouTube channel. It's written funny. I gotta like widen this.
All right, so Luke Bakula.
I am absolutely excited for this battle now.
Front. And this is for, just to be very clear, this is for the third place spot on the podium. The winner of this battle is officially in the top 3. Luke Bakula dialing it up just ever so slowly into that bank with a little bit of a tap. Oh, and Ashton Redberg sacrificing a lot of that outer zone for
it looked
proximity.
like he got trapped behind him, wasn't able to have the visual to get into the zone with him. And again, coming to an over rotation, the same spot. What is going on with Ashton right there?
That spot is killing him.
That's got to hurt him so much to have that same spin in the same spot.
And this is for the podium. These are important. This is an important part of the battle. We need this. And Luke Bakula looking real good. Gonna come into this second half of the battle super confident. He smells that podium already.
Smells it. Now he's got to keep a level head. His spotter's probably telling him, hey, Ashton just spun behind you. You've got this. Just do what you need to do.
So this
but
is
who
where,
knows? He might just go give it a full send.
This is where experience comes into play, though, and driver maturity and seat time. Luke Bakula knows full well how to handle this situation. Yeah. Just hang out, get your podium. You know.
Let's see what he does. This could be possibly an easy win, but Ashton, I hope, throws down a banger of a run.
Ashton's got nothing to lose.
Give it a full send.
Let's see it from Ashton Redberg out front.
Nice. Underneath that lockdown performance, flames.
Through the fire and the flames goes Ashton Redberg. And Luke Bakula diving in ever so smoothly. But man, Ashton Redberg just doing such a good job in that
Ashton
outer
knows
zone.
that he's on a deficit, I think, and that he's just giving it a full send. He's like, hey, man, this is for you guys. This is for the crowd.
And that's the lap we were looking for from Ashton Redberg.
Holy smokes. I forgot to even look at what Luke was doing.
Give it up for Luke Bakula and Ashton Redberg.
Great run by both guys, man. Luke knew. You know, he actually went harder than I thought he was going to go.
Me too.
Yeah, he was right there with
need
them.
to do all that.
He could have possibly backed off a bit, knowing that Ashton had that mistake.
Give it up for both of these drivers.
One of these guys right now is going to win $1,000 in third place. Let's see, who is it?
Give
it up for these guys.
Who's $1,000 richer?
I think we know who it is, but someone's taking home some money.
All right. And it's official. Luke Bakula gets the win. The third place consolation battle goes to Luke Bakula.
$1,000 richer.
And a $1,000 big old check. To give it up one more time for Ashton Redberg. He's been thrown down all day. One of the best events we've seen from Ashton so far. Made it all the way to the end, but this is where Ashton's day comes to a stop. And Luke Bakula ending his day in a very favorable way, winning $1,000 and the last battle besides the final.
Everyone from 5th to 8th is taking home $200. So we
Okay.
pay down to 8th.
So
Yeah,
we're paying down to
$200.
$8. A lot of these guys are taking
You know,
home some money.
We're giving them some
Gas
beer money.
Gas and beer, yeah.
You know.
$200.
Well, some of them are kind of young, so maybe just, gas money.
Cheeseburger money.
Cheeseburger money.
Cheeseburger money. Logan?
Logan.
Cheeseburger money. All right. And we are ready for the final battle of the night. Josh Stewart.
Stewart family. I know you're out here. Let's hear Stewart family. Where we
Let's
at?
hear the Stewart fam. I don't hear you.
They might all be working. Are we all?
I hear
down?
him. I hear
You
him
hear
now.
him?
Yeah.
Sweet. We got some Sam Magumi fans out here? Or is he all hands on deck? Oh, here we go. Sam Magumi.
We got Sam Magumi
Sweet.
fans.
Sam Magumi, 961 Motorsports, J&A Racing Oil.
J&A Racing Oil. It's an interesting oil. I actually talked to those. I talked to their rep. It's pretty trippy stuff.
Trippy.
It's like crazy weights, like 0W15 and stuff.
I'm trying to see what tire both of these guys are on. I know they're on a 300. I can tell you that. 300 treadwear. What tire are they both on? I'm not sure. I've got a spreadsheet.
Let's spread the sheets. Let's spread the sheets.
Say that slowly. Watch out how you say that.
Spread your sheets.
Okay, here we go for the final. Sam Magumi, Josh Stewart.
Josh Stewart.
This is going to be Josh Stewart's
feel-
first time.
I'm excited now.
Is this Josh Stewart's first podium?
Yeah, I believe so. I didn't know I was going to be this excited when these guys came out, but I am
absolutely pumped.
excited right now. Hey, Matt, am I just happy that I'm going home, or am I excited? I'm excited. It's official.
This is Josh's
Matt
first
says.
podium, right? Heck yeah, Josh's first
So
podium.
Josh
here.
Stewart with a first-time podium. Sam's been here before. Sam's going to want to take the win here.
You know this is going to shake up the points. Rome went out early in the competition, right? He was leading.
A lot of good drivers went out early.
Yeah, this is really going to shake this up.
A lot of really good drivers got taken out early. A lot of guys that make it a lot further typically. And it looks like Josh Stewart's ready. And Sam Magumi pulling into his position. We're making it official. All right, everybody. This is the first half of the last battle of the night.
Let's get these guys excited. Can we
Let's
make
get
some
these guys
noise?
excited.
Can we hear some noise out there?
Can we stop the floor for this? Let's stop the floor. Stop the floor. Let's hear these bleachers. Stop. Cause a 4.7 at least. We want to hear a 4.7 earthquake at least.
This is the finals, ladies and gentlemen. This could be the last battle of the night. This is for $5,000, first place, and it's just $5,000 in cash. There's so much more in prize money and prize things they're gonna get.
All right.
Wise things, BC Racing.
We're getting
things,
ready. Stop your
Action
feet.
Punch things.
Let's hear it for Sam Magumi and Josh Stewart. And Josh Stewart surging behind Sam. Sam real high on the wall. Very consistent is this run from Sam, looking really textbook.
Sam's looking sharp. Josh is doing a good job behind him, but he's losing a little bit of ground. I'm hoping he's picking it back up. Coming into outer zone 3.
Let's see that surge again from Josh if he wants to close onto the door of Sam Magumi. A little bit of proximity there from Josh, but Sam doing a real
Sam
good job
had
out
an
front.
amazing job in his lead. He really got into the zones, picked up throttle really nicely in all of the areas. I think it was a textbook run from Sam. A few mistakes on Josh's part. We'll see when they flip it around.
Very-
Hoping to see Josh throw down a heater of a run.
Few mistakes, but they were real minimal mistakes. Josh Stewart doing an amazing job out there in the chase. Sam Magumi probably going to try to stick it to him here with a little bit of a power advantage. But I don't know. Josh Stewart's been moving tonight. And the smoke screen coming off of the back of that Corvette might be a little bit of an issue as well. Sam Magumi cooling that thing down. When you make 1,100 horsepower, you generate a lot of heat.
That car's not 1,100.
That's not the 11. He said he's got 1,100.
He goes to 11,000 RPM.
No, it's 1100.
What?
Yeah.
It's 11,000 RPM
No, he
and
said-
1,100
He
horsepower?
said there's 3 tunes, one 450.
Oh my goodness. Do you think he just hit the high button on that?
I don't know. He might have unlocked 1,100 there. He
just
make more
unlocked
power than
it.
you? That's
Yeah,
more
I
power
think
than your car.
1,030.
Yeah.
11? Wow.
For hot pit, huh?
Oh my goodness.
All right, so Josh Stewart out front.
He's making the tire work.
Big flick from Josh Stewart. Oh my gosh, Josh Stewart riding that eye line.
Oh, Josh is doing what he needs to do. Beautiful inner clip. This is exactly changing places on the last run. Beautiful outside zone.
Drawing an amazing line is Josh Stewart out front, and Sam Magumi actually doing a great job of following. Josh Stewart filling that outer zone.
Sam tucking right
Sam
in there
just
with him in outer zone
mimicking
3.
his line.
I want to say the only thing that stuck out right there from the first glance is Sam is chasing outer zone 3.
Yeah.
Everything else seemed like it was just flipping it. You know, same run by both guys, lead and chase.
Yeah, that was that's a hard one to pick apart there. I'll be shocked if the judges come to a quick consensus.
Holy smokes. So we'll see if we're going to be bringing out. If we have a decision, we'll bring out third place. We'll be bringing out podium boxes and doing the thing. There's a lot to happen right now. We have a winner. So with that, we are going to bring out our third place car.
Bring out Luke Pakula.
Bring out some checks.
Where's Mr. Pakula? All right. We got our full podium once Mr. Pakula, and there he is.
Okay, so I know that our Hot Pit staff is grabbing the podium boxes so they can do that nice podium finish, the backdrop, all the trophies. There's like 12 checks over there, maybe 16 checks. All the big checks that got to come out here. Holy smokes.
And what a round of Hot Pit Autofest that was, man. That was so just a clinic today. Just these guys all came out driving so good.
Yeah.
There wasn't a questionable run today. Every single run was great.
that was
for all
great.
the drivers.
So that was our final. We're going to pick a winner right now. Absolutely amazing.
What a
Bro,
round.
we got one of the reps from Clean Culture real quick. Thank you guys for absolutely killing it out there. Holy smokes, bro.
And man, thank you guys for everything. As you guys see, you know, not only the car show's going on, but you got these guys at full limiter going nuts on each other's doors, risking every last dollar they put into their cars for them prizes, for them checks, you know, to look good at that podium and just to take home that credit, man. So, you know, much love to, you know, Jeff Jones, and much love to everybody from, you know, Hot Pit. Much love to all our fans and all you guys and everybody that comes out and supports us and keeps us going. And much love to all them drifters that are absolutely killing it every damn day, practicing and doing their thing, man. It was just wild to watch that right now. They're doing who knows how fast on each other's doors, just going after it, man. It was a vibe, man. We can't wait to do it next time. We can't wait to see you guys in the future. Much love from Clean Culture.
That's AJ from Clean Culture. Thank you guys, Clean Culture, man. They killed it. The car show was sick today. I actually got a chance to walk around and check it out myself, and I never do, and I really enjoyed it. Thank you guys so much, bro. We appreciate it. All right, so just one more announcement from AJ there from Clean Culture. If you're interested in the car show trophy ceremony, in 10 minutes, we're going to be doing that over there on the stage. Yep,
right after this is done. Thank you, AJ. Thank you, Clean Culture. Okay, let's get our winners. Let's get our guys lined up. Let's announce who is taking home $5,000. RJ is telling me to give it a second. RJ is trying to get all these checks in order. Literally, he's got so many checks right there. He's got a. We're waiting for the champagne. If that's, I hope that's what RJ was suggesting right now. Champagne showers, LMFAO, let it go. Holy smokes!
Every day I'm shuffling.
I don't know if we're on us or on them or a frozen screen and where live stream's at. But
LADBX,
what an absolute freaking.
Shout out to LADBX.
What a run today!
Keeping us live streamed.
All right, they got the trophies. We see that. Absolute great run by all of these guys. Again, November 23rd is our next round at Irwindale Speedway. Thank you to all of our sponsors. We're going to announce the winners up here in a few seconds. Hopefully we can just yell it out and they can hear us. Let's see. Media guys, you can hear us, right? Drivers, you can hear us down there? Okay, you can hear us. Cool. Want to make sure you can hear us when we announce this.
All right.
RJ's got the checks. Do we have our champagne? Okay, we're all ready to go.
All right, bottles.
Take it away.
So we already announced this, and you got to see the battle yourself. But to announce him one more time, your third place podium winner today, JDM Booger Luke Pakula. Don't trip, homie.
Luke, on the top of the car.
Give him that check. There's $1,000 for Luke to take home there, and a trophy to set by the other ones that I'm sure he has.
Amazing job. Now, for your finals.
And for your winner of round 4, Hot Pit Auto Fest, your winner is from 961 Motorsport, Sam McMumey.
What an amazing job. Amazing job by Sam Magumi. And that means Josh Stewart, second place.
His first podium.
First
Josh
podium here at
Stewart.
Hot Pit Auto Fest. Family came out strong, looking very confident. Any one of these guys could have took first. Honestly, I thought Ashton could have also been right there with it.
I thought Ashton Redberg was gunning for the win today. I thought Ashton Redberg was gunning for it.
So Ashton Redberg in 4th place.
In 4th place, yeah, he's so close.
We do have a hardest charging driver, $1,000 Wise Fab trophy that'll be given out. We're giving out all these trophies right here. Raise those checks up, boys. Let's see those checks. Let's see how much money we just paid you. RJ, open your wallet up. Pay these boys.
Where's the champagne? I want to see some champagne all over somebody.
I was going to say, is the camera tilted or is this TV way tilted?
TV's
Okay, the TV's drunk. This is great. Okay, first place, Sam Magumi. We're going to take some photos. Live stream, guys. Thank you so much. I'm pretty sure most of you are tuning out of here. Thank you, everyone that was watching the live stream with us. Absolutely amazing. We're going to announce a few more checks to everyone. There's definitely a lot of checks that are given out from Action Clutch, Wise Fab, BC Racing. These guys are hooking these drivers up. Something amazing. We're going to have Big Duck Club give out a full sponsorship, I think, right? We got to scumbag them into that, and that'll be great. Absolutely amazing. Getting those photos. What a moment for these guys. Really loving the day. This was an amazing event for myself.
This was such a good round.
I'm sure you guys see us usually running around. Usually we got Gary King up here. He's at Grid Life. He's not making it here.
we usually do have Gary King Jr., but by God, if RJ isn't one of the best analysts we've had,
I thought he did a great job.
He did a super good job.
He was up here doing a great job.
It was like he was like a UFC commentator talking about the omoplata and a kimura and all these technical terms.
Yep. No, we had a bunch of fans talking about RJ doing good, and RJ got to drive yesterday too. Yeah, it was probably the first time that me and RJ both were driving, having some fun in practice. We try to come out here and have some fun. This is good to drive with the boys. Very happy. You guys got to, if you haven't been to a Hot Pit Auto Fest event, you got to come out, have some fun with us. We have pro drivers come out and drive on the practice days, and then let these dudes rip. Dylan Hughes drove the last round, but actually was beat by Rome in the top 32.
I didn't know.
So he didn't even get to continue on because he pulled the chip. We don't do qualifying, so he pulled the chip, and unfortunately, that didn't work out very well. So.
Rome's still in first overall. Luke is 9 points behind him.
Holy smokes! All right, there's the champagne showers.
Oh, there we go. So just a heads up, I just got word that Rome is still in first place, but Luke Fink is trailing him by 9 points.
That is wild.
9 points.
So that's definitely going to be coming down
That's a
to
one-rounder.
an Irwindale.
That's a one-rounder right there.
Like that can go in so many ways. 9 points is
Yeah, that could go so many ways.
So that's just going to whoever makes it further at that point.
Exactly. Yeah, and I'm sure people like Dustin Farrell and other guys that are real high up there can swoop around real easily too if they win the event.
Yeah, I wonder how far Dustin and
I think Dustin Farrell's in 5th or something like that, real close to the top though.
I know that Jason Kim was pretty high up there.
Yeah, he was.
Coming into this.
Yeah, he was.
Okay, do we got some other checks? I see RJ's got some more checks out there. Giving away hardest charging check.
Do we know who's getting the hardest charging driver?
I have no idea. I can't see from here. I think we're going to send it out from at this point.
All right. All right, well, I guess that'll do it from me and Jeff.
I had fun.
That was fun. What a round, man. Hot Pit Auto Fest, round 4, September 28th here at Orange Show Speedway in the beautiful San Bernardino, California.
Okay.
And we'll see you guys next. What's the next event?
We were just told we ran out of commercials. We used them too much.
What's the next event? It's November?
November 23rd, Irwindale Speedway. It'll be a night event with Hot Import Nights. They're coming back to California for the first time for the Hot Import Nights as a night shift event. We're expecting well over 300 cars and over 4,000 people.
And last time it was packed at Irwindale.
Yeah.
So
absolutely.
don't miss out. Do not miss out. Don't go boiling your blood and and you know, going to these other drift events here in the desert when you can just come over there to Irwindale?
Go to all of them, man. Support all drifting. If you like cars, if you like drifting, if you like this culture, support it all. Do what you can.
Definitely come
Appreciate
support
it,
Hot Pit
man.
Autofest.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you to the sponsors as well. One more time before we throw it off. Thank you to WiseFab, BC Racing, Aeromotive, Optima Batteries, Action Clutch, Big Duck Club, the Prisma Lab, Status Racing, Link ECU, LADBX, and our tire sponsors, Zestino Tires, Valino Tires, and Vitor Tires.
Am I on there? They took me off the name. Took my name off there.
Oh, man, and how could I forget Big Drift Energy?
Big
Shout
Drift
out to
Energy.
Big Drift Energy and Jeff Jones Racing. We literally couldn't do it without him because there wouldn't be a Hot Pit without him.
Yeah, not going to give these guys some money.
Yeah, you got to go give money away.
Let's go tear down some banners.
All right. See you guys.
Sounds good.
I can't do that. I'll get I don't dance.
yes.
Who are you? Where are you from?
Wesley Stump from Mission Viejo, California. Most of it I can thank my late father for. He brought myself and a couple of my childhood friends to this event called GT Live in 2004. That was the first and only time the JGTC cars came from Japan to the US to like do one round of competing. And they threw in this event called D1 Grand Prix. I absolutely fell in love with the drifting. You've probably seen the JDM option videos, and the announcers were all the Japanese guys, and they were just screaming. You know, they're just like, they were that enthusiastic, and in front of the speaker that was cutting out, it was in relation, like you can relate to like an EDM drop when it's like leading up to that drop, but it just keeps going. It blew my mind, and how much excitement that was had there. And like there was people crashing. You know, Ken Nomura went into the wall, and like I don't know, out loud. To this day, I remember saying, this is what I want to do with my life. And that was in like 04, 05. Yeah, to say the least, definitely. Honestly, it was kind of by accident. My first car was a Toyota Cressida. I was so into drifting that I was drifting that. And as a lot of people know, Cressidas only come in automatic transmissions. So I blew the automatic transmission and I was like, I don't want to fix this. I don't want a manual swap. So I got an S13, and since then I've always had Nissans, always had S13s and S14s, and now Zs. Yeah, I mean, I've been in the industry since high school, which was 04 to 08. I did a lot of automotive classes in high school, and I was kind of known as the car guy in high school. I mean, I've always worked kind of like the same shop for most of my professional career. And I really wanted to branch out and kind of be in business for myself and start my own shop. And that's kind of what I'm looking to do now, which, you know, we have this house in Mission Viejo and we feel pretty rooted in this city. And I really want to branch out. I do love drift cars, but that'll kind of, I'll do a little bit of drift car stuff, you know, for select people or, you know, weekends by appointment only or something. I don't know. It was a short time frame from the tail end of, you know, last season. I think like literally Christmas weekend, I delivered the car to Big Duck Club. We had a deadline of, you know, first round of Hot Pit, which was the very end of February. Somehow those guys made it happen. The problem for me was I needed to paint the kit, mount the kit, wrap the car, and get it all like buttoned up before round one. I mean, no joke. Like I showed up to get the car and molds were being pulled off the car literally within like a day, mounted the kit, stayed till 1 a.m. at a buddy's shop, mounting the kit up. And then we got everything painted in 2 or 3 days from a body shop across the street from my work. So I was like on my lunch break, you know, picking up parts and mounting them on my lunch and staying after work. It was pretty hectic for me, but somehow we made it all happen, and the kit looks friggin' awesome. A lot of people like, you know, the original body of the Z. They're already pretty wide. It's a super wide, like 55 millimeter wide kit. It's got like this aggressive stance, but having this like kit, it also like, I don't know, when you're especially in drifting, everyone's running fiberglass kits. So when you're hitting, you know, fiberglass to fiberglass, everything is kind of just bending and popping back out. This kit, like, it's a little more reinforced than a normal fiberglass kit. It's like, I don't know, their special concoction they have for, you know, for fiberglass, but that thing just does not want to break. You know, I've hit probably 2 or 3 cars and it's been like, oh, like the paint's gone. You know, it's like the paint leaves before the fiberglass. You know, I don't know, it blows my mind on how sturdy this thing is. I think that's like one of the best parts about it is that you don't have to be continuously fixing for your fiberglass fenders or side skirts. I don't know. I think it all came together really well. Well, you know, one thing that I was when I was younger was a trumpet player. You know, I also was first chair trumpet. So I've always kind of had this trumpet thing going on. So it kind of made sense to keep the whole trumpet thing going.
That was great, dude.
Still hit the notes.